wrong?
Yeah. It pretty much sounds correct from what I can hear for the parts and pieces that...
Sure, but do you think, let's get right to the issue, do you think you guys did anything wrong to contribute to the failure of the differential?
Not in the differential, not if they're talking about the rear differential.
Yeah, and I'm looking
that really had nothing to do with us.
Yeah, and
wait.
Hold on. She has actually been misquoting what they did here.
But hold on. Just hold on. Sarah, was it the front or rear differential?
The front. The rear has now gone out since getting my transmission replaced. It's unrelated. The front is what went out.
Okay.
It's the power takeoff unit or the transfer case that they're talking about that failed.
Yes.
That they're blaming failure because of the transmission.
Okay. Now.
Okay. Again.
So here's what I want to ask: could Don or could B&M be responsible for that, in your opinion, Jeff?
Not in my opinion. No.
Why? Why, in your opinion, not?
Well, first of all, the seal that they replaced was on the driver's side of the vehicle. That PTO, that power transfer unit, is on the passenger side of the vehicle. So if they would have been over there and replaced that seal, and then there was a problem with lubrication, potentially. But they're on the left side. The two fluids do not intermix.
Then why is this guy saying they're responsible?
Just going through his explanation on here, a lot of it's pretty jumbled, and I don't know that this guy really knows what he's talking about, to tell you the truth.
That actually makes sense, because we talked to Daniel at one point, and I don't think he knew what the hell he was talking about.
With the description that he gave on this little novel that he wrote
So the guy in New Mexico, you don't think made an accurate diagnosis?
I think he's putting blame where he wants to, so that Sarah likes him. I'm sorry, sir, I hate to tell you this.
Well, it's so bad, though, this guy Daniel. Both of you guys understand that transmission and that work wasn't even done by this guy. He sent it to a different shop to do.
Who did?
Daniel.
Oh, the guy in New Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, so to sum it up, Don, it's kind of like you really don't have to talk because we've been doing it for you, but you don't take responsibility for that failed differential. Oh, first of all, it wasn't a failed differential.
No, it's the PTU, the power transfer unit.
Okay, and that in the front.
Correct.
And the work that B&M did was unrelated to it.
Correct.
Okay, so, Don, do you have anything else to add?
No, just one thing I wanted to add. Of course, we were not the shop that installed that transmission to begin with.
We understand.
So R&R...
Yeah, but she was the missing bolts and all that. She said, as long as you're looking at the thing, why didn't you notice some of that? I mean, I don't blame her for asking that.
Right. Well, I don't either. I mean, some of those things are easy to visually look at.
Yeah.
But while the transmission is still installed in the car, I can't see actually everything. You know what I mean? Some of these bolts that are kind of hidden that I just wouldn't know. And that rear transmission mount kind of sits up into that wheel well body, and that's not something you can actually see. I mean, once you remove the transmission, you can definitely see those mounts and can tell they're broken.
Again, I don't think this is what Sarah wanted to hear, but I have my expert here, Jeff Vick, and then we have Mark, who's been in the car biz, and he looked at it, and then they've talked to Dennis in New Mexico. We've talked to Don here. And I know, Sarah, trust me, I know you want to make a connection because you want somebody to share that financial burden. I totally understand it. I don't think you're doing it to be crooked. I don't think you're... But I think you're just misled. I really do.
And that's fine. I mean, I'm okay hearing that. But the fact remains that B&M kept my car for 2 days, saying that they needed to talk to the warranty, and then ultimately told me it wasn't covered under warranty, when indeed they never even called the warranty place, which could have impacted my ability to get a new transmission.
That's a little crappy. I would admit that, if that's true. Don, did you guys talk to the warranty? Did you even see if that was an LKQ warranty was in effect? Did you check?
Right. Well, see, at the time when that vehicle was still here, I did have a service writer that would deal with all of that kind of stuff. We deal with LKQ quite a bit.
But you didn't call him on this one?
Well, he told me that he did, and they told him that because of that flange is siliconed onto the transmission case, that it was considered a non-internal lubricated seal.
Okay.
They would not cover that.
All right, here's what I want to do. Suzanne, I have to take a break. I really do.
Okay.
I want to ask Don off the air. I don't want to put him on the spot. Is he willing to do anything for her at all in adjustments or discounts or anything? I just want to know that. I don't think he owes her anything. But she's a little pissed off. I think she's ticked off that, listen, she went to get in some transmission work done and it failed on vacation. I understand that completely. All right, I also understand this. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. They are having fabulous results with this Christmas promotion, Hear for the Holidays. That's right. You can hear for the holidays. This is a serious note, okay? 10 slots open up each day. We've been doing it now on and off for almost a week. And the reason we do 10 at a time is truly, that's all they get, is 10 at a time to do it. They set them aside for a $1,000 discount. They're brand new hearing aids that are smartphone compatible. That's the new buzz. Smartphone compatible. Can you imagine you can even take phone calls with your hearing aid? People will think you're talking to yourself. Here's the deal. $1,000 off if you call today for an evaluation. You can schedule it in the future. You don't have to buy, but if you do buy, you'll get the $1,000 off. 303-534-0163. Only 10 slots today. 303-534-0163. What's happening? Art, Joe, Kahlo. Alright. How's the compressor doing? You evil. Thank you. You think. Evil person. What's flavor?
I have no idea.
Oh, I
didn't buy it.
I want this. I want this. Hey, wait a minute. I was just going to call you because I
was getting ready to hire that woman. And I said I did not have this.
I heard you guys. I was going to write
Did you really hear it? Did you know we were kidding?
But I couldn't spell on.
How'd you know we were kidding, huh? Then we said, wait, thank you, by the way.
Where did they have it?
It was on the table, and they put your name on it. And then,
Hey,
yeah, you can do that.
not right. I mean, you don't have
They
to
look
rush.
great, though, Kevin.
They do.
I can do that.
I can talk you into one. No.
I told him, I said, just smack right on my ass, one on each cheek, because that's where it'll go. I said, just smack one on each cheek.
People would get rid of this.
I know. But, come on. Oh, that's right.
I ain't touching nobody.
Poor Drew.
They can't get into anything else but that.
I always give him a hug.
That's kind of cool.
And I call it
I don't
sideways
think iPhone
hug.
has that.
Because he's always sitting down and I'm always up there. I'm like, sorry. I said, they're there and they get in the way. And then one day he came in and goes, I said, how are you doing? And he goes, I am balls tired. I said, your balls are tired? He goes, yeah. And so that's turned into this whole
sexual harassment thing.
Yeah. I'm like, do the balls hang low? And then I said,
Now
am I
this is
sexually
funny.
harassing you? He goes, yes, but I'm loving it.
How'd you know this?
I think I'm safe.
How'd you know this was my phone?
I was a little skeptical because I said, are you gonna, and she goes, well, this is what it said on it. And I said, I just don't recognize the case, but I haven't seen it since you got your new phone, since you lost your old one.
Where did you leave it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and now are you going to sue Shanahan's for, no.
Uh-oh.
No, they returned it.
I might sue you.
You're leaving your phone everywhere.
No.
We're going to tape that to you.
I'm pretty sure an Uber driver
Yeah.
pickpocketed me and then left it on the table.
And then took it and put it on the table. I think you're right.
A non-speaking English driver. He didn't know what a phone was.
A non-speaking English? What? He's non-English speaking, maybe?
What I said.
Non-speaking English.
Oh.
Non-speaking English.
Non-English speaking.
He's non-speaking English.
He thought it was a tablet or something to be read on.
Okay, let's see. How good is the market today, people?
It's good.
I know. I just want to see my pluses. I was thinking, what? I'm doing I'm opening up a set next week. The one thing oh my God, look at that. It's a great day on this account. But anyhow, my point being is ready. Oil stocks. Which one would you buy long term? Would you buy like Exxon? Would you buy BP?
BP or Shell.
Who's the other one?
Shell.
What do you own mostly?
BP.
What do you in out of there? You're probably upside down.
No.
Oh, no, you bought it low.
Yeah.
Where? When oil was what? 40s?
Yeah.
No shit.
Costco up $7.
Yeah, they had another good hit. How'd Nike end up? Did you ever look? I didn't touch it. That Foot Locker.
They're up how much?
Put the screws to me.
Costco's up $7 today.
See, and I bought 100,000 shares. I'm up $700,000.
You're the man.
700,000.
Could you imagine? That's all you need is one trade.
Nike buying Foot Locker.
If you knew
That would be
that's something.
Nike strikes deal with Amazon.
Let me ask you something. If a guy was buying my house and he's a VP at Nike, right?
Yeah.
And he happens to say,
Yes.
hey, we're about to make a deal with Amazon.
Yes.
Just, and I'm moving to town because we're about to be taken over by Amazon, let's say.
Yeah.
And I go out and buy a shitload of stock. Did I commit a crime?
Yes.
Are you?
No.
Wait.
Because he just said that in passing.
Right. But I found out. That's what Martha Stewart did, right?
It asks you, when you open most accounts up, it literally asks you if you know CEOs or you're related.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Suzanne, you're bebopping. Yeah, I do too.
Okay, what is it?
I think this good, I just like it. I don't know what it is. What the hell
What
do
is
I
it?
care? I like it.
Coldplay and the Chainsmokers.
So, we're done with that one. We're done with that one. I don't think B&M has any responsibility.
That was like pulling teeth, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know how many shops
So what
are
are we
involved?
doing
There's
with
like
Sarah?
5.
Sarah?
What are we going to do with her? Just am I letting her go?
Yeah, I mean, she understands. We can't help her. And people listening understand. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's get to Dennis. He wants to rant, and I'm going to give him 15 seconds. Okay, Dennis, I'm going to give you 15 seconds. If that's all you want to do is rant, you got it, and I'll just say go. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm a Denver native, so it might make some sense.
Oh, okay, I'll start now then. Ready? Go.
All right, North Denver. It's North Denver. It's not Highlands or Hilo. And the Valley Highway, it's a highway, not a freeway. These guys on Channel 31, they call it a freeway. That's in California. Expressways are back east. Colorado's a highway. Get it straight. It's not rocket science.
Wow. That really probably touched thousands of people saying, he's right! Damn it! How dare they call it an expressway or a freeway? Did that rant touch you?
Moved me, especially the Valley Highway. Ask most people, where is that?
Yeah.
They don't even know where it is.
Yeah. Thank you, Dennis. Anybody you want to rant, call me. 303-713-TALK. I'm serious. Rant about anything.
You haven't done What Chaps My Hide in a while either.
No, what chafes my rear.
Chafes my rear. There you go.
Know what,
I was trying to be a little bit nicer.
Yesterday I did Why Am I Special? I have still not gotten a woman to tell us what is a good gift and what is a bad gift. I truly don't know. Well, I know you don't buy a frying pan, or a vacuum.
Why? Now, wait a minute. Whoa. Why wouldn't you, if she wants nice cookware, or let's say she wants a new vacuum, why wouldn't you get that?
Because it's not a gift.
That is so sexist.
No, a vacuum is not a gift.
What do you mean it's not
either
a gift?
sex?
Mark got
it's
me
not
a vacuum for Christmas.
Even if you want it, it's not a gift. It's something that you buy as a family.
Oh, no way.
I got a laundry basket.
Listeners will call in on that one.
Bull crap, it's not a gift.
It's a great gift.
Make me sick.
Retirement can last 20, 30, or more years. No wonder the #1 retirement fear is running out of money. So, how do you feel? Are you confident your retirement savings will last throughout your retirement years? This is Linda Gardner with Blue Heron Capital, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard every Saturday right here on 630 KHOW. We can help you create a retirement income strategy that you won't outlive, a strategy to show you what you can spend with confidence, maintain your lifestyle, and follow your retirement dreams. You worked hard and saved for your retirement. Now it's time to make sure you have income to last your lifetime. Call today for your complimentary, no-obligation visit and see how to get started with your own retirement income strategy, an income you won't outlive. Call right now, 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW Denver.
The Republican tax plan is ready. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
It will be filed in pro forma session at 5:30 this evening. Same time, it'll be made public, so the American people can look at the new tax code we're proposing.
The head of the House Ways and Means Committee, Congressman Kevin Brady, moments ago, also hinting at last-minute tweaks that may have addressed Senator Marco Rubio's demand to expand the child tax credit.
We really worked to make sure it reflected priorities, and we got it done on time. And we worked up through that process.
Rubio's been threatening to vote no, with a handful of others undecided. It's a tight margin. Republicans say the plan helps businesses and the middle class. Democrats say it'll just help the wealthy. President Trump praising law enforcement in general in a speech to new FBI grads, though he remains critical of that agency's leadership. Fox's Rachel Sutherland, live in Washington.
Lisa, President Trump spoke to reporters before he boarded Marine One, bound for the FBI Academy.
Well, it's a shame what's happened with the FBI.
Referring to reports of bias within the agency and on Special Counsel Robert Mueller's team.
We're going to rebuild the FBI.
If he wanted to hide $1 million in his house, he'd hide it under the vacuum. Stephanie never vacuumed, get it?
I choose on Maine.
I don't want 12%.
An FBI agent.
Yeah, good. Try to save that.
Sitting here.
Messages surfaced.
No.
Rachel, the North Korean
It was off.
firing back over criticism over his.
You know, I was thinking she could be listening and really getting her hopes up.
Steph?
No.
The
gal.
What gal?
That you want to replace me with.
Oh! No, that was off the air.
No, it wasn't.
Just for the fact it wasn't off that, but it was off the air.
Right.
Even though she could work circles around you, even though she would be cheaper, I still argue there is no way we're getting rid of Dow.
Thank you. Or is that what you're telling me?
Wow. It was almost done.
It was, they had the big meeting.
It's a reality check, yeah.
Yeah, I know. 3 years, and I'm just getting the swing of it. And not just. Because this is the thing.
She still doesn't put a lid on his coffee, though.
There are no lids.
He's going to end up spilling it.
There are no lids left.
And it's going to go right on
Make one of
out.
those cups, rinse off one of those cups.
You should have just tucked it into the wall of the power dispenser.
I'm not eating this whole one, but he wants to share in the same.
Which one?
Did you see the dinner we had last night?
What do you think the upside of the principal is?
That was so
I
good.
didn't eat that much.
So was the difference? He got the wing.
What if they switch everything back?
Okay.
What's the Duracells away?
Is it good?
The copper dot.
Oh, NBP just stuck him $500 million into his
Oh, yeah, no, I should have. Did he take the bone home?
Oh, look.
His dog? Cool.
No! Look up Switchblade.
Never go what?
Never give a dog a cooked bone.
Switchblade.
Feed my dog for treats.
They make drones
Raw
in the
chicken
military.
wings.
Check this out.
You buy them?
You're out there.
They can still do
You're in
something.
Afghanistan or a soldier. Okay?
Because they turn red.
And all of a sudden you come under fire, so you basically duck behind the
I
building.
know our dog had that.
You reach into your pocket, literally. You throw your drone up. Your drone goes out, and right on your little thing, right on your sleeve, it shows you everything going on. And, ready? They're coming at you, and there's too many of them to do anything. Your drone turns into a suicide
I
drone.
had a dog get into the trash and eat rib bones.
Do you still fly your drone?
Oh, yeah. Not as much, but yeah, absolutely.
But like the little ones.
This company,
You're not tired of it?
I'm going to buy stock in this company.
Yeah,
They make military drones that fit in your pocket. So, you're stuck and you're under fire. You reach in your pocket, you throw it up in the air. It takes off right on your sleeve. It shows you everything going on, and it can jump in. If you hit one of the guys coming after you, the drone will attack them. The next step is you're going to have little missiles on them that can individually shoot out of that drone in your pocket. In your pocket.
Because they do. Have you seen the animals?
I mean, even think for a civilian use of that, like you're camping or something, an emergency happens. It doesn't have to be.
You know what I thought of? When I was in traffic, I wanted to know where it is and what to do.
Those tires that you sent to
You have that Periscope like in
$70 rebate.
Mark, why not just listen to
Think of the civilian things to do with
Okay,
that.
no, that's fine.
Why not have a system of drones at rush hour?
Oh, that all communicate.
Well, no. What they do is then you sell an app
and people can go on their phone
And see the traffic.
and see whatever roads they want.
That'd be kind of cool.
Could you imagine that? You would fly like
It would be like how
a dozen drones twice a
Look
day.
at the Switchblade one. That's
You
the
can
one
program
that was
them.
Unbelievable. Switchblade. These guys also make the big drones that they fly and bomb shit. This is the real deal company, man. It'd be like,
That's a great idea.
you know how Comcast has all their modems create hotspots everywhere? It'd be that same type technology.
Of the year by Time Magazine.
The
Smart.
Switchblade.
That's
Mark, you can have them stationary on
See, it
poles.
turns into a kamikaze.
Mark, listen, you know like they rent cell phone towers, you would have a location that automatically, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they rise. They just rise from their location and stay there.
And they all talk to each other, and they just basically blueprint the map.
And people can switch from drone to
Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe, the longest running radio show, and also, I would say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that my show does more for listeners than any other show when it comes to getting right down to it. Cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds, and service. Hundreds of millions of dollars over the years. I got to get right to the phone because people have been waiting. So I just want to tell you it's car day. Welcome. Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission, Alaramas, Pro Auto Care. I think Rolly Purefoy is on his way, not sure, but we're talking cars, but we'll talk anything you want, okay? Nikki paid for a car, and we talked to her a long time ago. Rolly says you have 30 days to get title, and 60 days is the temp tag. So that's the deal. I don't know. Bob the car guy said 60, and I think they did extend it. I don't know, but I know this, that 90 is too much. So, Nikki, I think you demand a refund. We also talked about something that really got to me. Mark said, wait a minute. A vacuum cleaner, a new vacuum would be a Christmas gift.
Of course it would be.
And I said, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. And he said, yes, what if she wants one, or, and it's really nice. I said, look, it's a good thing to buy if she likes it, but it wouldn't be for Christmas or her birthday or Valentine's Day. It would be something you just buy and say, here, honey, look what I got. Then she'd say, oh, what a nice guy. But if you do it on Christmas or birthday or Valentine's Day, I would think, well.
How about if it's a robot vacuum, a Roomba?
Well, I don't think that's a gift either, really. I mean, that would be more. Lord. That would be more of a gift. It really would be. Now, if you gave that to a bachelor, or you gave that to somebody, that's more of that kind of gift.
I told you it was sexist. It just came down to it. That was it.
No, or a single woman, a bachelorette. What I'm saying, Mark, I don't think a vacuum cleaner. Forget the Roomba now. The vacuum cleaner. I don't. Even if you bought a really nice vacuum with attachment,
like a Dyson, a $500 Dyson vacuum.
Well, a really nice vacuum, and then you give it to her or to him as a gift. I don't think it says personal. I don't think it says thoughtfulness. That is my opinion. Now,
I would guess most people disagree with you on this, and I do have my finger on the pulse.
Okay, we'll see.
What if he attached a picture of himself on the vacuum?
Now, here's what I think. That made no sense at all. I mean, but your mic's off. Isn't your mic off? I'm sorry.
It is. What were you saying about hiding $1 million before?
Okay. Shh. Don't ever talk about that right now. Now, here's what I want to say. If he was okay, there was a joke I said about hiding $1 million, and it's not for me, but it was just a joke. Like if a man wants to, never mind.
No, go ahead.
A great joke. Please. Not like mine.
Why does my mic go on and off? It's weird. It's going on and off on its own.
I think it did too.
Really, it goes on and off.
It's not me.
When Al starts talking, it goes off. I swear to God.
It could be the power and the force behind me.
It's like, okay. If you want to hide, I said, if you want to hide $1 million in my house, hide it under the vacuum. Ha ha. It was a joke. It was a joke. That's all it was. I didn't really mean it. But here's what I want to say about this. I will say this, though. If you want to hide something, you could hide it in a cookbook.
Boy, you're just digging deeper.
Hollow out a cookbook.
Mark, if you wanted to hide something, where would you hide it?
She's a professional woman.
I don't know. In an empty box.
Here's the deal. Do not ever give a vacuum cleaner as a gift.
Oh, that's so untrue.
So call if you, or go on Facebook, or somehow let us know live at troubleshooter.com. Really now, I know we disagree about things, we have fun, but he's wrong on this one.
No, I'm not wrong. I guarantee I'm not wrong.
A vacuum, if you gave a vacuum to a woman as a gift, it would be horrendous.
Okay, how about cookware? You said the same thing about cookware.
No, I did not.
Nice pots and pans?
I never said that. I said a frying pan. But you're right. That's more of a gift. If she's a gourmet cook or wants to cook, I think cookware is a lovely gift.
How about if she's a maid?
But if she's a
Does
regular...
a vacuum count then?
But as a regular housewife, no, I don't think cookware... if she loves cooking, yes, because it's more than just a chore. So I think that would be cool. I think a vacuum is something really nice to buy for your husband or wife, if they're the ones that do the cleaning, if you buy it. But don't make it a Christmas or birthday or Valentine's gift.
Let's just common sense. We'll track the comments.
In Mark's defense, like he'll ask for tools for Christmas.
That's different. Men love tools.
It is different than a vacuum. Huh?
Women love vacuums.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Listen, men love tools. Men love tools. That's a different... Tools are almost like toys for me, and great flashlights and all that stuff. But I don't think... I mean, like if your wife makes jewelry, you buy her tools. That's fun. That's great. If she does a craft and you buy paints or buy stuff. But a vacuum? I'm sorry.
Alaramis vacuum?
No,
gift or not a gift?
Seriously, would you say a vacuum? You've heard the discussion. I'm not... Now, here's what I want to make
clear. Just get on his side.
I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I'm like the UN. I don't have much purpose
Just
here.
wait a minute.
But
I want to clarify this. I am not saying that it's not a good thing to buy for someone. I am saying it does not suffice as a Christmas, birthday, or Valentine's Day. That's my own... I think if you came home and said, hey, honey, look, I got this new vacuum, she'd be thrilled. I think the guy would be thrilled, depending on who does the cleaning or both.
It's a great family.
Okay.
I feel, in my opinion, I would not give my wife a vacuum on Christmas.
Would you? Or
have you? No, wait.
Have
you now? Have you?
Okay.
Not a dustbuster, not a shark.
Let me explain.
Not a Dyson. Nothing.
You're pulling a scab. You're pulling a scab right now off a wound.
Hold on. Just wait. Just because you say it louder, Mark, doesn't make it righter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you made your point. What do you think?
I think that is the marital equivalent of suicide by cop.
Thank you. Okay, Suzanne, what do you think, gift or not?
For a vacuum?
Yeah.
Well, here's the funny thing about me, Tom. I am obsessed with my carpet, so I like the new vacuum I got.
You like gadgets like that to clean, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Like if I bought you something like to steam clean something, you'd love it, right?
No.
Oh, like, no?
No.
A little spotter?
No, I would. That's Mark's job in our house. Buy it for him.
A spotter for the carpet?
Yeah, he does all the cleaning.
Okay, Brutus.
Like that.
I mean Bruiser. I mean Brutus. That's what I mean. Brutus. Yes or no?
No, you can't buy it for Christmas.
Thank you. Or birthday or Valentine's
Day, anything like that.
I got to get to...
People help me.
Oh,
Columbus Day, go ahead.
The guy just hung up. I was going to take him on line one. He was waiting so long. Doggone it, sir. Okay, James, it's your turn. If you just hung up, call me back, please. You can get through on 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. James, what's happening, sir?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on?
Oh, man, long-time listener.
Hey.
Thank you. To listen to you again.
Well, what's happening?
Hey, you know they said, those phony phone calls are going on again.
Yeah, they never stop, James, those phone calls. It's the tax fraud, or it's the loan fraud, or the government grant fraud, or any one of them.
But I think what's going to happen, I'm thinking they're going to get a lot of vets.
Why?
Due to the fact that sometimes when they give you a call, I'm a vet myself, though, when they give you a call to check on one of your appointments and stuff, sometimes it will, I got to plug in my phone for VA. But sometimes it says VA, but then sometimes it says U.S. government.
Oh, really?
So you might get some of the vets.
They've been spoofing, saying it's like U.S. government?
That's right.
That's something to look out for sure. I know they can, they can spoof about any number they want. They can.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
James,
that's what actually U.S. government and the other one said.
Well, thank you for telling us. I'm serious. And And James, if you've been listening a long time, if you want to come in and visit Suzanne, ask him if he wants to be a common man. That would be wonderful. We love long-time listeners to come in. Now, Bella, we will not interrupt her. Mark, she called about the gift. Go ahead, Bella.
One time I received a toaster from a boyfriend that I had dated over 2 years.
What do you think about a toaster? That is not as insulting to me.
Oh, I was ticked. You know what I did? When I broke up with him, I threw it back at him.
Oh, that's not good.
I told him, happy anniversary.
Hey, Bella, seriously, do you think a vacuum would be a sufficient gift for Christmas, birthday, or Valentine's?
I would do the same thing I did with the toaster.
Okay, see, she answered the question. Okay, she answered the question. Tom, welcome. What's going on?
In my defense, she sounded a little...
Tipsy?
Tipsy.
Tom, what's happening? Of course, if she doesn't disagree with Mark, there's something wrong with her. What's going on, Tom?
I'm hoping maybe your experts or somebody listening can help me. I'm trying to find someone, preferably local, that does custom LED work for instrument clusters.
Now, when you say custom, do you mean eyebrow lighting or internal or backlighting, or do you mean the whole cluster itself?
A lot of times, the lighting, the LED bulbs in the cluster are removable. You can just pop out different ones.
Right.
I've got an 07 Miata, and my LEDs are actually soldered to the board. So I need somebody who can do soldering work.
Oh, you want to replace the LEDs in the cluster? Or I thought you wanted to build a custom display. You just want to replace those LEDs.
They generally swap those out, right, guys?
First of all, I never heard of them going out like that individually. So you just have a few of them out?
I don't have any of them out. I want to change the color.
Okay. Lakewood Auto Electrics.
To the board, they can't just be swapped.
Lakewood,
somebody who can do solder work.
Well, it'll cost money, but Lakewood Auto Electrics, man, they're great.
I tried them already. They said they don't do it.
Well, they didn't have a referral. What you need is a geek who likes to solder. Now, did you open it up and look at it?
I have not. I've been online and
because I'm just wondering
people who have done it.
Because some of them are printed circuits, and even though I know they have soldered connections, but the tracers are so close together, and they were done by machines. It's virtually impossible to replace or to mess with them. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes I don't know how big your tracers are.
Well, what I'm reading online is that people have done it themselves.
Oh.
Successfully.
You're just looking for someone. All right. How about this? Let's put out the word. Give your information to Suzanne. If anyone out there can solder and is an electronics genius or wizard, and you can replace LED lights on a printed circuit board, and you'd be willing to do that, and you want to, or if you do it for a living, please let us know. Call us or email us live@troubleshooter.com or 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
In the meantime, he might want to try calling Deluxe Speedometer. I think they do that kind of stuff. They
Deluxe Speedometer.
Right. He would have to pull the dash or pull the instrument cluster himself. They don't work on the car, but I do believe they work on the cluster itself.
Try that too. Mary, you have a comment. You have a comment on vacuums as a Christmas gift.
Yes, I would gladly take a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, this
what are you, some kind of nut?
She sounds great.
Now, why would you gladly take it, dear?
Well, I have my own cleaning business, so if somebody bought me a vacuum cleaner...
Now, that is a totally different situation.
Oh, see, now someone agrees with me. Here comes all the excuses from Martino.
Did she not just say she has a cleaning business and she could use it in her
Daphne, if you're listening, get her a T-shirt and some
hey, Mary,
stuff, please.
I want to ask you, if you were not in the cleaning business and you're a housewife or a wife or a professional woman and someone gives you a vacuum, how would you feel?
I would feel great.
Okay. What about for Valentine's Day?
You spend money on things that
are I'm taking you at your word. Listen, I'm taking you at your word. If you say it's great, it's great. What about Valentine's? Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Here's a vacuum.
I'd be happy with that.
Okay, thank you. I can't shake her for anything. She qualifies. 1-to-1.
Whoa.
What?
What's the other one? That's one.
The other woman just called for me, the one before. Hank. I don't know if we should even count men. Hank, I got to take a break. Hank, would you please hold on and let us wonder how you're going to vote? All right?
Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Yeah, that's cool. Because I know I'm right on this one. I know I am. Rocky's Auto, 63rd and Federal, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 8. Did you get that? Monday through Saturday, 9 to 8. They always say if you're there by 8, they'll wait and stay late because they want to sell cars. And so it's 9 to 8. But here's the real deal about Rocky's. One of the biggest things is selection. That's really what it's all about with used cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans, selection. And then, of course, the financing. They don't play dealer games. You know, I hate dealer games. You know, Rolly Purifoy doesn't play games like that where they let cars go. Rocky's doesn't either. They do not let cars go unless they're 100% approved and financed, and they have 40 lenders to choose from. They can originate deals right there and approve them before you leave. They also have great values on trades. Test it out. Go shop. Find out what you're offered for your trade. Find out what the difference is to buy a similar car. Then go to Rocky's. Rocky's likes you to shop. They just say, put me on the list. 303-426-4646, 63rd and Federal.
This report is brought to you by Cole.
There's quite a few crashes to watch out for near Highway Drive across the metro area. Watch out for big delays on northbound 225 at Mississippi.
Like just for
place right here. It shouldn't be ever having
Well, how about when they're this big? But yet the cameras are just as good as the 1080p now.
How good battery is with that.
Right, that's a lot of work. Think of how intrusive it is.
It says right here, you can order
right in your house.
Every option out. Silicone covers for
every
every display. That's your limitation. They have those.
I'm buying the stock right now.
You should have bought it 6 months ago.
Think of firemen and police with those little drones. What are we going to do when drones, and they're already there, micros, that are perfect?
Or nanos.
No, look, so you're...
Nanos.
Yeah, nanos. I throw it in your car, you don't even fucking know it's there. It literally lives with you and follows you. Isn't that weird? Think about that. That is so close, it's crazy.
The CIA did the cat in Russia. During the Cold War, the CIA actually bugged this cat, and they released it into Russia. They wanted to get it into some government hold or whatever, so they could spy. Cat wasn't there for 12 hours, went across the street, killed it.
Got hit by
a car.
All that work.
They spent all that money and all that work to smoke that cat in. Yeah.
And somebody ate it.
I think it was the CIA. It was a U.S. government agency.
Now they're getting to the point where the camera technology and the Wi-Fi and the batteries are the issue. They have micros right now. I don't know about nanos, but they've got micros.
They don't have nanos, but they have nano robots that go in bodies. But I don't know how they could ever make it, you know, with a motor to fly and stuff. But
what was that one that, well, there's these things called buckyballs they can start designing nano stuff with. Have you heard of buckyballs? They're little carbon building blocks, yeah.
I heard they were really dangerous. Some kids were getting injured. Were they the ones?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know where they get them.
Buckyballs. Is that what you're talking
about? No. These are like, they're nano things they can build like, oh my God, anything out of it. They can build out of buckyballs a replica of Lincoln's memorial.
80% of Fortune 500 companies lease their vehicles.
I'm surprised you didn't know this, Tom.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those little chrome, stainless steel, whatever. Mark, people, they're magnetic. People are getting really, some kids.
No.
That's, look, I looked up buckyballs.
No, Brent Ivan said today. I've been meaning to tell you that.
Bucky's balls.
And then, did you see, Mark, did you see the Facebook comments? The guy is praying for me.
Nice. No, those aren't the buckyballs. Okay.
What are buckyballs?
I gotta find them. It's not those though. They're carbon.
Oh.
Graphene is carbon. That's going to give you the next great battery because they charge
nanotubes. Here we go.
Carbon's amazing.
Here, look up nanotubes. N-A-N-O-tubes. Nanotubes.
On the road. You think it's strong?
Look up and walk.
Oh,
I know it's
that is. It's really going to come down to batteries.
Back there a little bit.
They can get charged quick.
Look at these things. They're incredible.
That's what you're showing me there doesn't look so great. I don't know if they're going to do it.
Well, they can build anything out of them.
windows, experience lower energy bills and huge home improvement savings. There's every reason to schedule this winter season at GetChampion.com. That's GetChampion.com.
No, you're right. Drones is...
Oh, they're going to be great. What's the Woody Allen movie where they're like, I think they're in the body. They're like little micro people they injected into the body.
Those are nanos.
And they got to escape.
Nanobots.
Oh, what was...
Did they do a little...
it's a sex thing when they're sperm running around. And they're like, okay.
Woody Allen, right?
Yeah, Woody Allen. What was that movie called?
That was...
Wait!
Not Sleeper, was it?
Wait! As a personal rule, I don't agree with Mark on anything until today. I agree it's perfectly okay to give vacuum as a gift. Oh, my God. I don't count these.
Why wouldn't that count?
Because you don't know they're real.
Did you buy AV-AV?
Hey, look at this one. Jim Costa. Just for your info, if I got my wife a really nice vacuum for Christmas, she would thank me in too
many ways to count. Thank you, Jim.
You know, Mark, I'm
See,
sorry.
I have the pulse of the people.
You have the pulse of nothing. A vacuum is not a personal gift for Christmas, for birthdays, or for Valentine's Day. A vacuum.
I did get my wife a vacuum for Christmas. She knows about it and can't wait.
That is the most... Oh, man, just buy it. Buy it and say, here, honey, let's make life easier, but don't do it for Christmas.
You are so wrong.
Hank, what... Oh, stop. Hank, what do you think?
Well, my wife and I bought a vacuum cleaner, and we liked it so much that we bought my parents-in-law a vacuum cleaner for Christmas.
Yeah, but you gave it.
Oh, shame on you.
No, that is totally different. I would give it to a friend as a gift to the family. You gave it to your father and mother as a gift to make their life easier. That is a wonderful thing, but it's not, in my opinion, for a husband or wife. I'm talking about an intimate gift. If you bought one for your sister or brother because they moved into an apartment, that's a great gift. It is. I agree.
I like this one.
I think it's great for your parents.
Read this next one, please, Tom. I'd like you to read it.
Kenneth, what do you think, Kenneth?
How you doing?
What's happening?
I'd like to propose a patent, but I just need you and Mark's help.
Okay, what is it?
I can't say it over the air.
Oh, I mean, okay, you're right. Can you give me
I didn't realize that's what he wanted.
Can you give me the area of category of, is it for the car, the home, what is it?
It's car and home.
Okay, and can you give a general category of what it would help people do? I'm not asking for a description.
It's like a handy dandy piece of equipment that you can use on your truck.
Okay, so what I would suggest, have you ever heard of Mark Trenner, Trenner Law?
Okay, yes.
Here's why I would suggest that. If you go to Mark Trenner, he can search that for you in no time. And the great thing about Mark, and he's on my referral list at referrallist.com, Trenner Law. If you go to Mark Trenner, he can get you a provisional patent in a week or less, just so you can discuss it and you're protected. And that's how you can get our help then. But we can't really help you until that time, and then I'd love to. So give him my email, Suzanne, or live. Let him email us some details, and we'll get back to him. Trenner Law is 720-221-3708. 720-221-3708. So
Heather writes,
yes,
I agree with Mark. A vacuum is a great gift.
You know, I know that. It's ridiculous, okay? So you know what? I'm happy that I don't agree with these people.
Where's your count? What is it, like 12-1 now?
No, it's 2-1.
And how many lunches did we do?
Well, she wrote in. I'm only taking phone calls, 1-1. They have to care enough to call. So, Joel, what's going on with you, Joel?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, man.
Good morning. Love your show. Thank
you.
You're a great group of people over there.
Thank you.
Hey, I think Rolly might be mad, but I've seen a lot of these crew cab 4x4 Ford EcoBoost trucks kind of smoking his Corvettes on YouTube.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
An EcoBoost truck?
Absolutely, yeah. So
I hope he's listening so he can comment, call in, or come in. Now, seriously, what truck are you talking about specifically?
Ford F-150 EcoBoost. I actually own one.
Wait a minute. An F-150. What engine is in it?
3.5 liter twin turbo.
And you're telling me, can smoke a Corvette?
With a few modifications. So that leads to my question.
Okay.
You know, some people have been saying that these cold air intakes can pit the fins on the turbo, and
I've never heard of that. Cold air intake, in my opinion, has always been it's great. But guys, what do you think? For those listening, air intake is usually for an engine, right? An engine breathes. A compressor or a turbo has to take in air and compress it. And the whole idea of a turbo is to give the engine more efficiency in the combustion and to give it thicker air. So if you give it cold air intake, you're starting with thicker air to begin with because cold air is thicker than thin air. So that's why people say cold air intake. What I don't understand is how do you create a cold air intake, Al? What is it?
Okay.
I mean, it's a refrigerator.
No, the cold air is just where it's pulling its air. Instead of being under the engine compartment, it pulls it from an under part of the vehicle, typically in the front. Remember cold air does too. They are tied together with a high-flowing air filter, which increases the velocity of air.
But you also need good intake manifolds, polished.
That also helps, absolutely. But many of what he's talking about, cold air intake on that EcoBoost, he's saying that there's issues with the intake side of the turbine wheel on the turbo.
If you put cold air into it, or it's really not cold, it's more ambient.
It's cool. It's ambient air. Yes.
Cooler than the engine. What about it? It's supposed to pit?
Okay, well, people are saying it's letting too many particles through that pit and pit the turbo fins and then waste your turbos. But
can it happen?
Well, absolutely. If you buy those offshore Taiwanese, Chinese stuff, get yourself a K&N. High-quality filter. Use the filter kit. Use the spray. That's what you'll avoid. And you're right. Anything that hits that blade will cause major problems.
I didn't even know why I was doing it. Just people told me it was better. I did a K&N, and it was a swirly filter. But yes, a vortex filter, and they said it's like a mini turbo. Well, not really, but because of the way the air goes in, it literally compresses air a little.
Yep.
And I did it for a little aircraft I had. It was cool.
It actually does make more power, Tom.
Nicole, what is your comment on a Christmas gift vacuum?
Yeah, my husband last year bought me a rake to clean my stalls with for Christmas, and Valentine's Day he bought me a wheelbarrow.
What a wonderful husband you have. What?
Honestly,
you know, horsewomen are crazy.
Did you like the gift, so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
In your face,
it's
Martino.
Yeah,
but Mark, that's a horse person.
Everybody that agrees with me, you have a reasoning.
She didn't agree with you. She got a shovel. I didn't hear her talk.
Would you like a vacuum?
I would take a vacuum because I'm sick of all the hay I keep tracking into the house.
I'm not asking you to take it. I'm asking
would it make a good Christmas gift for you?
Or a Valentine's Day? Come on, be honest, Nicole. If your husband gave you a vacuum, would you love it?
He gave me a rake. That's the equivalent of a vacuum for a barn.
Okay. Gerard, what do you have to say? Go ahead.
For the holidays, no, not a vacuum. I mean, really, any other time maybe, but not for the holidays. It is the gift that keeps on sucking.
What about Valentine's Day?
No, I mean, if somebody needed a vacuum, okay, you give them a gift. I mean, it's like, hey, surprise, I knew you needed a vacuum.
I know there's some thoughtful, caring people out there because it comes way more down than black and white. And
here's a man that will know the answer.
Oh, Rolly would never give a vacuum.
Rolly.
Did you hear?
There's always a possibility.
Rolly,
your loved one a vacuum for Christmas. Yes. A good vacuum, a nice vacuum. Like a Dyson.
Do you think it's an?
I think it's an incredible gift.
Oh my God!
I really do.
In your face.
You know, for people that care about their home and stuff like that, to have good equipment, it's just like good tools. And so what?
Rolly, I'm not disputing good equipment. I'm not disputing it. I'm just saying.
It's a great gift that the woman uses or the man uses. I like the vacuum.
I do.
But I've got my mother's old Kirby too.
But I wouldn't like it as a gift.
150 I
would like
pounds.
it if someone bought it for me. I would like it. I'm not disputing it's a great thing to buy.
It's a great gift,
Tom. That if you're going to wrap up something and give it for Christmas or Valentine's Day, would you give it for Valentine's Day?
Why not?
Okay.
A gift, a nice gift is a nice gift.
Gabe,
you know what I get?
What do you think, Gabe? These guys don't know people.
Wait, hold on. That is wrong. It's just like buying a girl's underwear. They love is jewelry, diamonds. That's what they love.
See, this guy knows what he's talking about, but I don't get the underwear comment. Anyway,
he's one of yours.
What were you going to say? I got to take a break quickly.
You know what I give for wedding gifts?
Yeah, what?
A ladder.
Okay, that's wonderful, bro. Oh, my God. Okay. John Fuller, Fuller Law, a personal injury attorney, which I might need here with these guys. They're hostile. I mean, I'm trying to have a fun-loving discussion. They're talking about buying vacuums for their spouses. Can you believe this? By the way, John Fuller, Fuller Law, on a serious note, his skill is not just in the law. Yes, he's a lawyer. His skill is he knows how to ferret through the facts, the circumstances, the surroundings, the environment, and find the money, literally. How to collect is important. If they don't have money, there's no reason to try. Or insurance coverage. He finds alternate insurance coverages that they might have because they live together, or maybe a child of somebody, or perhaps they have something on their homeowners that might cover a certain situation, or something in their auto and they rented a car. The long story short is John Fuller is a great guy who will work tenaciously for you. All of his initial consultations are complimentary. If you do sign up for him, he only gets a small percentage of what he collects. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. His website is personalinjuryco.com, and he's also a member of my referral list at referrallist.com.
To that note, this commercial.
I have never,
Valentine's Day. I have never failed
break.
to be thanked by the people I've given a ladder to.
I think
everybody
great,
needs a ladder.
That's true.
I agree. I think
and they're
especially
if you buy them, hold on, if you buy them a really good one, that's true.
Look, like, that's why I'm a good ladder.
They're a little giant.
I would love that. Two of them. I don't know if
I want it as a wedding gift. I guess if you took
they get a house, they're putting their place together.
It actually is a great gift.
It's a great idea.
Be a great anniversary gift. Right, Roland?
Marijuana has caused problems. Well, I think maybe on an anniversary gift, maybe the vacuum.
I mean, like the mini little giant.
I have a Dyson on every floor of my house.
Suzanne loves vacuums.
I mean, on every floor. Yeah, I don't want to hold them out. You know, I used to have a central vacuum in that one house I had, or two of them.
Those went away.
They did go away.
They are good, though. I like my central.
How come they don't build them anymore, though?
I don't know. I think because they're so expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And also,
I never liked it because I had to drag that thing around and hook it up.
I wish they made a really powerful cordless like a Dyson.
They do.
Well, I have a Dyson cordless, but it's not like the plug-in one. It's just not the same. There's a new one out there, though. I just saw the other day.
I got it.
Merle?
Well,
it's funny. I love
I never know when they're not.
I fucking love the lithium-ion battery one.
It's got two of them.
Yeah. Hey, what is that? What is the make of that? What kind? Do you have a Dyson? I have a Dyson. I also have a Shark. Shark? I have a Shark and a Dyson. I love them both. We have a Shark at the dealership. I love good vacuums. I love them. I think they're great gifts. If you gave me I mean, I don't need one, but I would love it. But I just don't think if you have a wife for Christmas to give it, that's the thing. I just don't.
You're so wrong on this one.
Mark, it is not so wrong.
Everybody, I'm literally looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 emails, one of which says not a good idea.
Unless that woman has a housekeeper, she is going to value a good piece of equipment that is easy to run and does a really good job.
Did I say she would not? Wait, see, you're going to the wrong argument, Rolly.
Mark, I love
Rolly. See, you know what? You're not fucking listening. Value. Of course you're going to value it. I'm not fucking talking about it not being a good gift.
So why isn't it a great gift?
I didn't say that. It's not a good Christmas or Valentine's or birthday because those are more intimate.
You're just as long as you were on that Prevost bus deal now.
What?
What's you
saying to me? What are you saying?
I would have said Mark on this one. I'm glad I did for the vacuum.
It's just not a good gift.
Hey, anybody who gets me tickets to Vegas to see the Killers, that's beyond anything. That's better than any jewelry or anything for me. So, I loved it.
all year long.
Now, that's love. Take me to see my favorite band in Vegas.
That's killer love.
You get to see them that same week.
And we might,
it's in February.
we might trade in those tickets for a new Dyson.
Here you go.
And we found out we're in Vegas for the Super Bowl, which
The gift
made
that
him
keeps
really
on
happy.
sucking.
Wow.
See, that was
So
actually pretty
Saturday
fun.
night, Super Bowl Sunday, fly home Monday morning, see the Killers again Monday night.
There's not a single one out there that's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
They don't suck. They do not suck.
They vacuum.
They're creative.
10-minute procedure that can make you less dependent
That is
on
true.
reading glasses.
Technically.
Imagine life without your readers. Experience
Well,
life with
this is going to get
Just like when they
really...
Yeah,
start talking.
this is the brains just kicked in.
There you go.
Wow.
Call now.
When they start talking about pump pressure.
Oh.
Don't call it create pressure. A single pump out there creates pressure.
It is kind of remarkable. I don't think, well, you had the one person agree with you, who sounded drunk.
Well, these ladders I get are made by Warner, and they're very versatile. Warner. But they're very versatile for in-the-house use. This isn't like a big 20-foot extension ladder.
The Little Giant's the best ladder I've ever had.
I have 2 Little Giants.
Gotcha. I would make a little scaffolding if you need it.
Guaranteed
I've
nobody's
got it off of Little Giant. Have you ever been someplace where they're doing the demo on that? Somebody that really knows it?
I saw it in Sam's Club once. It's like the real deal infomercial.
I would be pissed if my husband got me diamonds.
Oh yeah, did you see that one?
Oh my God, man, it's generating.
You know what I love that?
You know how many people that are listening that know they got a vacuum or just got their wife a vacuum?
This guy in this Echo truck, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. The guy with the Ford Echo truck.
You get this.
With the turbo motor.
I'm Tom Martino, SimplyFloorsInc.com. What do you think of, Mark, when I say SimplyFloorsInc.com?
I think of the flooring Suzanne and I have, which is the best carpet made by Shaw you'll ever find. It's waterproof, life-proof, and nothing gets through to the padding.
You saved a ton.
Oh, I saved at least 40% compared to these guys on TV, buy one room, get 3 free. It's all crap.
These big boxes, I mean, they have quality stuff. They have the same stuff Buddy Mitchell has. It's quality, and they do good work. But Buddy not only does good work and has all the product and has designer services for you, in-home appointments, a showroom at 52nd and Ward. You know what the difference is? He truly has cut all of his expenses to the quick, and he gets down and dirty and can save you 30, 40, sometimes 50% over the best of the best, and that's the way he does it. It's that simple.
I would guess that you would think,
and he's a great guy.
You would say new flooring for your wife would be a horrible gift to get her new hardwood floor done in a different time.
That would be a good gift if you did something like that. I could see doing a beautiful entry.
How would they clean that new carpet they get from SimplyFloorsInc.com?
Well, first of all, Mark, the cleaning, just for oh my God,
speechless.
I just want to say that I don't think a vacuum is a personal gift. I just don't think it is.
But the 12 emails,
anyway,
the 15 callers.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. You can make appointments into the evening. SimplyFloorsInc.com. Hold on a second, doggone it. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it. Is it on? Hold on. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Oops. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want to ring.
What are you
Why
attempting?
is it ringing? Well, I didn't even call anybody.
Don't spill anything.
Just wait.
Careful.
Just hold on. I'm doing a cold call.
I know what's going on.
I'm doing a cold call.
I'm bringing up the $1 million.
Don't talk. Don't talk. I got to talk. Hold on.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Hold on. Hold on. What did I do wrong?
Al, what do you make of this?
Somebody took off with the vacuum and is no longer in town.
Just wait a sec. Why is this phone...
Is he calling Walmart?
Seriously.
That would suck.
Yeah, why does that cut? I mean, I'm curious. When Al talks, it literally...
Cuts out everyone else off.
Go ahead, Al. Talk.
Just wait. Please wait a second. Okay.
We're sorry.
Why can't I cannot dial that.
How do you forget your wife's phone number?
Shh, just wait a second. Shh. Don't say that, Mark. I don't want to give her a warning. I know what I'm doing wrong.
Al, seriously, say something. They're trying to do something.
Are you trying to solve my issues?
Cut me
Here
out.
we go.
Shh. Just do me a favor.
Hello?
Okay, Stephanie, I want to ask you something.
Are we live?
How did you know?
Because
how do you
have
know?
a live, on-the-air radio voice, and then you have your normal voice.
Oh, you could tell?
Yeah.
All right, listen.
One of them's calm, cool, and collected and normal.
And what?
And the other one is,
yeah.
live.
Okay. Well, you have a TV voice too. When
I know,
you
well, it took decades to get it this way, so
okay.
I can't change it now. Go ahead.
If I bought you a vacuum and wrapped it up and gave it to you for Christmas or your birthday or Valentine's Day, now tell me, what would be you didn't have time to prepare for this, what would be your thought?
Too practical, but I would be grateful.
Oh, no, but
oh, we love it. We love it.
No, so do you think it's an acceptable gift?
Well, Tom, I think any gift is acceptable. We have to have a grateful heart. I would never say anything, but in my mind I'd think, gosh, this is kind of practical. But I would also think, because my love language is acts of service,
yeah,
he's really been paying attention, and he knows I like a clean floor, and listen, anything you get me, I'd be grateful for. But that's
way to go,
Steph.
We love you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Steph.
Wait, Steph,
no.
Wait, just please bring her up for 1 second. Stephanie.
You want to say something?
Stephanie.
No, she's not there.
Oh, come on.
She's not there.
I just wanted to say...
The joke I cracked?
Yeah, you said if you were going to hide $1 million in your house, you would hide it under the vacuum.
Now, why did he have to bring that up? It was a joke. It was a joke.
Al, did that seem like a joke to you?
I thought it was truth on display.
Randy, what is your comment, Randy? What is your comment? I mean, even Stephanie voted against me. What is your comment, Randy?
Well, I have to agree with Mark.
Oh, God. Okay? Really?
I get so sick of hearing that every day in and out, though. I've got to agree with Mark. It's getting old.
It doesn't happen often. What do you think, Randy?
I really love the practicality of everything he does.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been married 45 years, and one year my wife wanted a sink and a garbage disposal for Valentine's Day, and that's what she got. And her sister-in-law laughed and laughed and laughed.
Do you know?
And so the next year I bought her a diamond. She didn't appreciate it as much.
Okay, Randy, thank you. Thank you. I just lost this one. Hey, do you know what we did as a promotion one year it was Brothers Plumbing, one year, for Valentine's Day? Soft close toilet seats that husbands could buy their wives, because in the middle of the night, if they slam the toilet seat down, it's rude.
I do that.
All right. So, do you have a soft close? Those soft close, I think most everyone...
No, if I leave it up, what she's saying is she'll wake me up.
George, now we have to take a quick break, but I want you to tell me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Your opinion. George, your opinion, sir. We don't have a lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious, Tom. You married up. Your wife is... She got it right on. The issue is not the item itself. It's the quality of the thinking behind it. A vacuum to one person would be a horrible gift, and it would be a great gift possibly to someone else. It doesn't matter what it is.
I guess so.
It's the matching up. That's all.
Okay.
So you have really no business.
That's a good point.
Any of us to intrude upon what works for two individuals who are in a relationship. And and sometimes it's not a matter of the item getting it. It's a matter sometimes what's helpful is the person got it for them, because they didn't have the time to research it and get it. And
I agree. I agree that it is individual. I agree that it does depend on the couple.
You need to concede this deal, Tom.
I'm not
just get over it.
I'm not going to concede it. I just think it's a bad gift. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a great gift. I don't think it is. Hey, what about a gift certificate for Genesis Total Exteriors? Well, Genesis does more than exteriors. He does interiors too, including, of course, roofs, and he does a lot of beautiful bathrooms and kitchens as well in the winter, but we've had such great weather, he's still busy outside. Hey, give him a call and get on the list. It'd be well worth it. He's a great guy. Mark Szymanski, GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509. Let's come right back. I want to throw up.
Awesome. That was Bentley back. He looked at George Bentley. He was sitting right where you were.
I was listening to that day. Got pretty tuned up.
He about tuned George up.
I met him at a car show. He's got a car show hawking his bathtub.
It had to be an antique car show.
No, it was actually the fireman's show out there on...
Al.
Have Al start talking to me. Talk to me.
Test 1 2 check 1 2 check test.
Oh boy.
Clouds above in the Mile High City. And
that was the weirdest thing. Every time you were talking,
it would shut you down.
Well, it shut him down. I don't know if it was shut him down. It could be my mic, but I don't know if it was your headphones cutting it off.
To make us competitive again.
Was it just cutting the headphones off, or was he literally cutting our mics off?
No, nothing like that. Just somebody kicked the EQ down below 500. I didn't. So he set it up.
Because that's the Sunmark financial model. Ross Kaminsky from my friends at Alliance Leasing.
Rolling stone and money
and more money.
No, because it was happening before you came in.
Get you into these vehicles with all the upfit you need at the lowest delivered price. I'm a finance guy. If you need a choice of leasing with Alliance, the obvious one for your business. Learn more at alliance.lease. That's right, just type alliance.lease. Alliance Leasing, your key to the perfect fleet.
Hi, Pat Miller, Gary Gourmet, and you'll join me every Saturday. 1 to 2 as we talk restaurants and chicken.
Careful, rapping. That's pretty good. You
really had to hold it up here.
Oh, that's look at this, man. Oh, you said
everybody agrees. One guy here
leave the vacuum inside. I agree.
Did you see that video?
Oh, I get it.
The YouTube video?
Did you see leave the vacuum inside the box?
So we have to outline what's happening with stuff in your picture. So they told me to be so careful not to take that right over there. Anybody who sits in the questions that they don't read,
I know my wife would take a great
I'll call you.
I think you and that one other nutcase was drunk. I put that barefoot crate over the
okay.
I honestly, I wanted to have fun, but I swear to God, I thought that I would win hands down.
Well, you don't, you do not have your own pulse on the people. I feel the heartbeat of the listeners. I am the common man.
In all actuality, I got to be 100% honest. When you said you would get the vacuum cleaner for a Christmas gift, you know who the first person I thought was? Mike Bassett. That sounds exactly like something that.
Now that's scary.
That is Al. Yeah, I'll say a prayer. Please do, man. I'll let you guys know.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna take my wife to the hospital.
Oh man.
She's been throwing up for wee hours last night.
Oh, nice.
She's now got a fever.
She might have the flu, bud.
No, she's got kidney stones after the surgically removed.
Oh.
They've already tried the sound and it didn't work.
Oh.
And now they've kind of done this. They call them stag occlusions. They're the shape of a horn of a deer. And they will not come out.
She had him before.
Oh my God! I don't even want to think about it. Oh my God!
It's a serious surgery. Very serious.
Oh no!
So I'll keep you guys informed.
We'll be praying, bud.
Yeah, please do. I appreciate you guys so much. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Thank you, Al.
I need to hold on to this stuff that I care about at all.
I've always had a fear of having to pass a stone.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
None of my relatives.
I hear it is one of the most painful things in the world.
It is terrible.
Jay used to do it all the time.
It is terrible.
You had one?
Oh. Don't talk. I don't even like.
Is it as bad as you think?
I don't even like talking about it.
In all actuality,
it's the relief afterwards.
Oh, the relief afterwards, like nothing else. Like nothing else.
It's a freaky thing.
I don't get weak in the AC and blood or something, but when people talk about that, I literally can almost faint. I swear.
Okay, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Okay, you know, I concede so far. I mean, this is unbelievable. I never thought so many people would believe that. No, I really mean that. I like having fun with Mark, but I thought we're going to have some fun. But at the same time, I really believed that it would be different. That I could not believe that most people think a vacuum is an acceptable gift for Christmas, Valentine's Day, or a birthday. Now, here's one thing I want to make clear. I understand it's a wonderful gift for the family, I think. So I'm not saying, like Rolly says, you know, people love good equipment. Well, of course they do. I'm not disputing vacuums. I'm disputing the vacuum specifically for a Christmas gift for your wife. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And people still disagree with me.
Rolly, he also said frying pan's no good for a gift. I mean, it's incredible.
People, I mean, there are women people out there that love to vacuum.
If they're not a gourmet cooker into the kitchen, just buying a frying pan, in my opinion, would be tasteless.
Just like the vacuum.
Yeah.
No, I tell you what, I got Denise some pretty good frying pans. This is all-class stuff.
She
loves them.
She's a gourmet cook, you know, Rolly. That's a different story.
Some people like the vacuum.
I'm talking about a regular couple. You bring home a frying pan for a gift for Valentine's Day. See how that goes over.
Well,
a regular couple.
There's some nice frying. There's some nice frying.
What if I was given? I like to mow. I like to mow my yard. I love to mow. What if I was given a really nice tractor?
Oh, you'd love it.
Well, yeah, yes.
Are you kidding? If Suzanne bought me a new John Deere or something, well, I mean, I got a new one, but another one, I'd love it.
That goes into the category of tools.
But men are different. Men like tools and gadgets.
This is where
it is different.
It's sexist.
Well, hold on a second. Okay, this is not sexist, okay? Men like tools. They love tools more than women. Do some women love tools? Absolutely. Women
like vacuums and frying pans.
Men like tools more than women do. And they love gadgetry more than women do as far as that goes. Every female mind I've ever been exposed to, they like different things. I'm not saying I'm not being sexist. I'm being an observer. I'm not an idiot who's afraid to say what I see. That doesn't mean, and I'm going to get email from the women who love tools. Obviously, there are plenty of women who love tools, but as a rule, if you go to a household,
you said there's plenty of women that like tools.
That there are. And then there are more men.
Funny.
But then there are more men than women.
It's still
What's funny? What's funny?
Well, a tool. You know, haven't you ever heard a guy being referred to as a tool?
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're laughing at.
But I wasn't talking about
I know, Tom.
Tom, can I say just two things?
Yes.
First of all, the guy with the Ford pickup and the Corvette deal.
Yeah, he said they're smoking Corvette.
I'm sorry, that's just not true. That pickup at best is probably a 0 to 60 in 5.5 to 6 seconds. Corvettes is going to be 3.5 to 4 seconds.
Right.
We could go sub.
All right.
You're
sub
so
3
wound
second.
up.
Hey, and Tom, tomorrow we're going to have Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus at the dealership from 9 to noon.
Okay.
Got a lot of gifts for kids.
Cool.
I got to have Fred cards there.
So people can drop by to say hi.
Yeah. Pictures.
That's wonderful.
They'll take pictures of the kids. They'll be printed right there.
Oh, that's cool. So tomorrow at Purefoy Chevrolet on Denver Street
Fort Lupton, Colorado.
Fort Lupton.
You got to come to Fort Lupton. Can't do it any other place.
Kel, what do you have, Kel?
I've got two things about the vacuum gift.
Okay.
First of all, your wife, Tom, saying that's practical. That is code language. I'm not sure if y'all are aware of what relates to code language is. That means it's lame and you're an idiot. So, the second thing.
Yes.
I feel bad for the poor schmoes who are in new relationships or been married for under 5 years that have to listen to this. Do not get them a vacuum cleaner.
I agree with you totally. We only have 10 seconds left in this hour. I'm Tom Martino. Stick around. We have a lot to talk about. And that's going to be fun tomorrow at Purefoy Chevrolet, 9 to noon. Santa Claus for the kids. I have another hour to go. We're going to have a bunch of fun. Keep the calls coming. 303-713-TALK.
Next time you come back.
Searching for the perfect Christmas soundtrack? We've got you covered. iHeartRadio is your app for Christmas music with our most popular
Clint was nice to bring this in.
What did he bring in? What did he bring?
A light from black light was diagnosed. Hey, Rolly, I want to ask you guys.
Who diagnosed cat?
Oil leak. Rolly. So, I have a little leak in my C-85, my little Continental on the airplane. It's not serious, the case, nothing serious is leaking, nothing. Hey everyone, nothing serious, but it has to be either the flange on the oil sump or it has to be the generator, I think.
But it could be loud moments.
The engine runs perfectly, it's dry everywhere except
because every time dads like us take a moment
so
like
I heard you can buy a fluid to put in the oil that seeps out before the oil does, and it shows up on this light. What do I get? What is it called? And do I have to change my oil when it's done? Okay. So, my little Continental engine on the air switch. Oh, okay. But it's enough that if you fly, it's a mess. I don't mean like this. I mean like, it's you know, I never have to add oil.
You want it fixed.
In 25 hours, I don't have to add anything, but it's still messy.
Well, just really clean the area before.
The whole, and I'm going to
clean the area before you do the
right, then do the dye, and then they tell me, you run it up, and even though it takes a while for oil to seep out, that stuff will come out first.
Right, and then if you're wearing like shooter's glasses or amber glasses, it'll help you a little bit better. You'll be able to see it just a little bit.
So what will I look for when I turn that light on?
Just like if you're wearing white. Yeah. Well, if you're wearing white underneath the black light, it's going to shine.
Denying any collusion with Russia during the presidential campaign.
So I got to clean it really, really well.
Well, you want to be able to see where
it's got, Drew.
Because if it's really minute,
but this is what they said, and I will clean it. But they said the good thing about the dye is you don't have to clean it because the dye will come out next.
I saw them. I'll do it.
In other words, you know, it distinguishes.
They were
it's easy to clean. What should I use to clean? Is there a spray I can safely spray around the engine that won't hurt it?
Yeah, just use some non-chlorinated brake cleaner.
I literally just randomly went boom, boom.
Why brake cleaner?
I don't like using real oil.
Break it up, and then it dries up on its own.
And what is it?
And I don't want any of that fucking non-chlorinated America shit.
Because the chlorine will leave the residue behind.
Non-chlorinated. And are most brake cleaners non-chlorinated?
You can get it
you go to Napa, you'll find
it'll break the oil right off there.
Non-chlorinated.
Hey Tom, I don't know if Suzanne told you, but no Brits do
I spent so much money on brake clean.
Yeah. Brought to you by
every creative idea to bear. The new stuff for radio fluid, this stuff, does that change? If you put the wrong one in there, can that hurt the car? Yes. Black on black.
Yeah, there's red, there's green.
Well, it's actually orange. That's Dexcool.
Orange?
Yeah, the orange, that's the Dexcool. And then you've got the old green polyethylene glycol.
The Ford year
and then you've got yellow that you can put with either one.
But you should, you want one or the other and the other two.
Dexcool was made because antifreeze itself will carry an electrical charge. And the sensors, and GM came up with it because they were having problems with codes for coolant temp and everything else that were false because they were picking up the electrical charge right out of the fluid itself. So it resists the electrical charge more than
Will the other stuff kill animals too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it will? By the way, Tom, I've been standing out there every day since 2 Fridays ago, right before you come up like you told me you were. I've been waiting. I stand there. They bring me out food and stuff, and I sleep there at night. Is that Tom?
I didn't try. Look at this bullshit. This woman basically said, hey, if any time in your history Donald Trump ever did anything to you, we're willing to pay for these.
You don't think she's going to get fake stuff?
Of course she's going to. They're looking for fake stuff.
Why did I say microfiber cloths?
Family and friends will like whatever you get them this holiday. Why not get them something they love? A Panera Bread gift card. For every $50
so if you do color to color, you're safe?
Get a $10 bonus card
yeah,
for your Visit your local bakery.
Yeah, or if you get yellow, it mixes either way.
Okay. Yellow mixes. If you want to add a 50-50 mix, it's better to add a pound of water.
Do you mix your antifreeze, the green stuff in your
shop? Yeah, so it's so much cheaper to buy concentrated. Why am I going to pay for water? Why in the world do I pay for water?
Yeah, I know. Don,
we buy always just like
that's like going out and buying sandbags.
Malco is who I used to buy it from.
Literally, went and got some sandbags for when we did over the summer for like the easy up tent in the wind and whatnot. My buddy asked, I got them. It's not very heavy. It's not very heavy. Sandbags. Right. Dude, I ain't paying for dirt.
I got my own dirt.
What it's called? It's just an oil dye. I asked him for a trace.
Yeah, just tell me what the stuff for leak detector. Don't know what you're looking for.
The other thing that's cool if you ever need it smoke machine. You can hook it up to the evap system of the car, and anywhere you'll see the smoke come out under a fluorescent light.
But it's not for oil.
Not for oil.
So, Rolly,
be more.
Have you ever done this, Don? Oh, yeah. It works pretty well.
Yeah, but listen, they've got a new offer for K-How listeners I want you to know about.
It might not help you because you're already seeing the oil.
This engine has it. No. That's what they're supposed, because oil's all over, they say that when you put this in, it literally comes out the very next, so you'll see where it's glowing, where it's originated. You don't wait for it to fly all over, because they said it comes out pretty quickly.
Tom Martino on 630 K-How.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. This hour brought to you by Ideal Home Loans. For your next ideal home loan, I'm a consumer advocate. And I help people. We solve problems. I should say we as a team, we solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, make life a little easier. Today is car day, and we talk about cars, but not just cars. We never have a single topic show. Ideal Home Loans, by the way, rates looking like they're going to go up. Prime's going up a bit. And Ideal Home Loan says, get locked in, get it now. If you get refinanced or buy a home now, you don't have a payment till March. Ideal Home Loans doesn't just slap you into a 30-year fixed rate loan. You can get any term you want, get the low rate, but not go back to 30. You might want it shorter. Or, of course, they have credit optimization. Credit optimization is where you're already approved, yes, but they go further by tweaking your credit legally, ethically, and quickly to get you better pricing. The rate guarantee over the next 2 years, if rates go down, they refinance you free of charge, plus the pre-approval, which is like a cash deal, literally. Because you're already approved, they just need an appraisal. You can close within days. 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com. All right, so we had a discussion about Christmas gifts. It's plain and simple. I lost. I said that would be a terrible gift, a vacuum. Now, I want to tell you, I'm talking about Christmas, Valentine's Day, and birthday only. I'm not talking about vacuums themselves. They're great gifts. They're great to buy as a family. I love good vacuums. All I said was, I don't think for Christmas Eve, opening a vacuum, or on Valentine's Day, or for birthday, it would be a great gift. That's where I stand. So, that's where we are, and people were making comments. So I do want to take a few of those comments. We've all shared what we thought. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I'll just shut it down. I had a separate question for Car Day, but I'll shut the debate
No, you can
down.
do both, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
A vacuum is indeed a bad present, but that's just what happens when you spend your 20s drinking for free. I'm sorry. It's the
What does that mean? What do you mean spend your 20s drinking for free? I don't get it.
As a man, I've never gone out and just had women buy me drinks all night for just because I look like a dude, you know? And the trade-off is you get gifts of servitude once you're married because you spent your youth dining out and drinking for free. That's the way I see it.
Okay. I'm trying to draw some lines in the... I'm trying to follow...
My God, I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm trying to pick up on those tracks.
Mark, you say it's sexist. I'm saying the thing that's sexist is saying a gift for a woman is, here's something to clean up after me with. Like, there's your Christmas gift.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
But then I'm also saying, but you did drink on my dime, like, all the time, and I take it.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, I was the guy that called in about the left lane. I'll keep that hostility rolling. But
anyway, talk about, and I appreciate you listening. Talk about Car Day. What's up?
Let's get to a better gift. Now, in essence, if we took an electric golf cart that's brand new and we slap blinker turn signals on it, headlights, and seat belts, it is now street legal.
I don't know. Is it?
I believe so. Well, I'm going to...
Maybe in Florida.
I think you have to have certain side rail... you have to have certain strength.
He's right in some areas. I don't know if you can use it on a highway.
All right, go ahead.
Well, to extend that now, the national tax credit for an electric vehicle was dependent on it being brand new and street legal, and then the Colorado state incentive is dependent on, like, the battery size or the battery charge distance.
Okay, I'll take you at your word. I don't know specifics.
Yeah, and I'm hoping maybe somebody you know can look into this. If you combine both those incentives, could you, in essence, get an electric golf cart for free and then just be Oprahing them out? Like, you get an electric golf cart, you get an electric golf cart, and that could be like your show thing. It's just dishing out electric
now listen,
golf carts.
Well, it's $7,500 and $5,000 on the federal and the state.
And how much is an electric golf cart then?
To make it street legal, you know what? You have a point. Like if you're in Florida and you got this, you might be able to pull something off.
It finally dawned on me. This is the guy you always get on because the chemtrails.
Right.
No, I don't believe in chemtrails, but you did get on me. But I do think like that. I'm just like left field, man. So is this a way you could just be dishing out?
Let's ask someone what a car needs to be street legal. That's a good question, and let's explore it. I think it's a fun question.
Yeah, but don't they register like these kind of rebates with the manufacturer? I mean, like, there's got to be more to it. There's got to be something.
You would think so. And I don't know why they don't offer them on used cars. I guess. Hey, Janet, what's happening?
Tom, I'm voting for you, man.
Oh, you're a smart woman and a feeling woman, I can tell.
It's probably got a pretty dirty carpet.
Yeah.
My husband bought me a can opener for Christmas. So I politely wrapped it back and gave it back to him, and every Christmas since I got diamonds.
Did he really, honest to God, give you a can opener?
He actually did, I swear to God, but I'm on your side.
How many diamonds do you really need?
Yeah.
A lot. That's, diamonds are a girl's best friend, as they say.
Now, that part, by the way, I'm not comparing diamonds to vacuums, but I am saying I don't think vacuums serve as a gift. But, no, you're right, Rolly. You know what's really fun? If you think about it, though, think about diamonds. They really don't have a value. I mean, they don't do anything, you know? They don't.
No, they use them.
Well, yeah, industrial diamonds.
Industrial.
But I don't think if you took the industrial market, let's say no intrinsic, no imputed value for desire, just the industrial, is just like industrial gold and industrial silver. Silver would probably be the most industrial valuable commodity.
Well, they can make them now. They can make a diamond literally a lot quicker, and it's flawless.
I know. So diamonds always puzzled me on why people put value on it. I know they do, and I know they're valuable, but I just was always astounded at how people will spend tons of money on a gem of any kind. It just does.
I wonder how many rings out there that some women are wearing stuff like that they believe are diamonds and they're not.
Well,
really keep it on the. Come on, keep it on the down low here.
Ted, you have a Christmas story. Ted, go ahead.
Well,
I refuse to call you Ted.
He is Ted.
He calls himself Ted because he's a geek, and I refuse, although I shouldn't because other people call in with nicknames that they've given themselves. I gave myself the Troubleshooter. So anyway, what's going on, Ted?
Well, you got to also remember there were diamond record player needles.
That's right.
So there's some there, I guess, and those are coming back these days. So
what about your gift story?
As far as the story goes, I don't know how much truth there is to it because I wasn't alive when it apparently happened. But back in kind of the late 50s, early 60s, my
and if you don't move it along, I may not be alive when it ends. The story. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, my grandma wanted nothing more than an automatic washing machine for Christmas.
Okay.
So my grandpa came home one day and said, "I got you your automatic washing machine. I'm going to bring it in." She said, "There's no way you can bring that thing in by yourself." He says, "Watch me." As this giant box carries it, acts like...
Oh, I get it. He acts like it's heavy.
Walks in the house, says, "Open it." There's a washboard inside.
Oh, that's funny. I thought it was going to be way more creative, like a diamond inside or something, you know. But that's funny that he brought in a big box. That would be fun to wrap something up like it looks like a vacuum, smells like a vacuum, looks like a vacuum, then you open the vacuum and there's a diamond.
Oh, imagine how disappointed she'd be then.
Tyler, welcome. What's going on, Tyler?
How you doing, sir?
Good. What's going on with you?
I purchased a vehicle back in March of this year.
Yes.
Now I'm, long story short, going through a divorce, trying to get rid of the vehicle, and Carfax now says it has structural damage.
Why? Was it in an accident of any kind?
It was a certified pre-owned loaner vehicle, and it was in an accident December of last year while it was on loaner to someone.
Wait, but did you know about it?
No. I have all the documentation from the day I bought the vehicle.
Who'd you buy it from?
Shop Mini in Highlands Ranch.
So what kind of car is it?
It's a 2016 Mini Cooper Countryman.
Did you buy it as? Okay, it is pre-owned, but I wonder.
Did you get a Carfax on it?
Yes, sir. I'm the first consumer that bought it.
See, you know what happened is they reported late.
You know, you were the first consumer that bought it, but it happened because it was used as a loaner. I get it. You're right. That can happen. I never thought of that. So,
now, here's the other.
But how bad was the damage? How bad was it?
See, Carfax says structural. From what I can find, I will give them a break and say I think it was just body damage, but nonetheless, I have documentation from the day I bought it where they physically signed no damage, no accidents of any kind.
How long has it been?
How long has it been since I purchased it?
Yeah.
I purchased it in March, sir.
I think you can get another car.
If he literally has that signed, first of all, what made you have them sign something like that? It's bizarre. Did you literally say, hey, I don't trust you, sign this?
No, it's Colorado state law. They signed a form that says fraudulent sale or misrepresentation of this vehicle is punishable under Colorado state law. Every dealer has to do it.
Okay, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
You have a good case, man. There's no doubt. And they're a good. The good news is, wait.
On the dollar.
That's a good family owned. Well, it used to be family owned. I think it still is. They're not bad people. Did you try to get? Did you talk to them?
I emailed the owner because the sales manager was.
Did you?
You know what?
Wait, did you email Lisa?
The owner got his lawyer.
Did you? Lisa Schump lawyered up?
I emailed her husband, Aaron Wallace.
Okay, and they lawyered up.
He's the CFO. He never reached out to me like I asked him to. He got his lawyer involved, and they.
How? How involved? What did he do? The lawyer.
This lawyer's weird. He's been calling, just beating around the bush, asking me questions he already knows the answer to.
Listen, Tyler, make it very plain and simple. Don't give a lot of detail. You bought a car that was misrepresented. The difference in value is X. Figure it out and find out. And because of that, I either want X or I want another car, and we will get all over Schomp for you. But you have to just make a demand.
I have, sir. I have.
What did you ask for?
I told him I wanted $30,000.
Wait a minute.
Not worth that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What did you pay for the car?
I paid $27,500.
And you want $30,000 back. Are you going to give the car up?
Yes.
Oh, you want the car bought back?
I don't want anything to do with this car because it's been in an accident.
Okay, well, I think they have to undo the deal. You want us to... yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I've made payments, and I'm into this car roughly right around $10,000, and that's how I came up with $30,000.
Yeah, you're not going to get $30,000. You're going to get the deal undone. You use the car. I can't help you. How are you into the car for $10,000?
I put $6,500 down, and then I've made just under $4,000 in payments.
Well, I think they need to give you your money back. Period. But I don't think you profit from it. You get your money back.
And that's, I mean, I don't know, sir.
Well, okay, I don't know how you come up with a number except your money back, period. You don't count the interest you paid and stuff. You had use of a car. I mean, let's be reasonable. You get your money back, you undo the deal. But they won't.
I'm still a little lost. If there is no frame damage, okay?
Yeah.
And they sell the vehicle, I don't get it. If it was in an accident before and it went to a body shop and they fixed it,
Mark,
what are they breaking? I don't get it.
The difference in value is about, I'll bet you the difference in value is about $5,000 to $8,000 for that car now. Because
it's on the Carfax for life.
Yeah, that's the problem. They either get it removed.
What happens if it wasn't on the Carfax when he bought it?
Then he wouldn't have known about it.
But here's the thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you got a Carfax. Wait. You got a Carfax when you bought it. Was it on there when you bought it?
No, sir.
See, he's got a good case. I'm sorry. They knew, if they knew it was in an accident.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't on Carfax, how did they know?
It was their loaner car. They owned the car.
Okay, so I take their loaner car out, and I get into an accident, and I go have it fixed, and they don't know. I don't know.
Mark, okay. I guess that's possible, that a customer loaned... Just hold on, please, Tyler. Just hold on. Mark, how likely is it?
It's very unlikely.
That
scenario's unlikely.
Right. But I guess it is possible. But the bottom line is he bought a car that was in an accident that has a loss of value.
Did Champ own that car the whole time?
Yes.
They didn't like take it in on trade and make it a loaner car.
No, it's a new car. It had an MSO. It's a new car.
I got you.
And they were using it as a loaner because you can put up to 1,400 miles on it.
Now I got you.
How many miles on it?
I have the
Tyler, how many miles when you bought it?
Around 9,500.
All right. Oh, that's right. It was certified pre-owned, so they did register it to themselves.
But one more fact to
Tyler,
what we're talking about.
They did register it. They sold it as a used car.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hold on. Wait, the one more thing is what? Quickly. Under 30 seconds. What's the next thing?
I have the repair order stating they knew it was in a crash and
Good.
they sent it to a body damage.
All right, that's big. All right, listen. If you want us to handle it, Suzanne, if he wants us to handle it, we're going to handle it, okay? We're going to handle it. I'm going to have Deputy Dan do it. He was listening to this whole dang thing. He knows every detail about it. I don't know if he'll be as good as Deputy Clint, but we'll try. Just kidding. The Raleigh House has a special number I want you to call if you know an addict, are an addict, have an addict in the family, because drug addiction will never get better without intervention, without some kind of help. The Raleigh House will never try to high pressure you or give you a sales job. They established this phone number, especially for me, because we got together and thought an informational line would be the best thing, where people can call and ask anything they want about addiction. Anything. You can ask how much, how long, what do they do? By the way, they'd love to tell you about their treatment options and their evidence-based treatments and programs to reduce substance abuse. But you can talk about all different kinds of treatments. They want to be an open book. They want you to be fully informed. And that's what they're doing. They're talking about how to approach an addict, what to say to an addict, how do you know there is an addict. Please do something today. Just today, do something. Don't let it go another day. Even if you call and say, hello, I'm not really sure what to do. Can we start a dialogue? And then maybe get your addict friend or neighbor or family member to call with you next time. Just call them to establish rapport, because addiction is a terrible disease that only ends badly if you don't get help. 720-893-5559. 720-893-5559.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
There's quite a few crashes to watch out for as the lunch hour drive continues on this Friday. Northbound 225 in Mississippi, that off-ramp is blocked due to a crash. Back up to Park.
So we're going to start out right.
225 at I-25, the shoulder's blocked due to another accident. Let's get traffic back up to Parker Road. Northbound I-25, north from Bellevue. Still got the two right lanes blocked due to an accident. Back up to the county line. And a crash south of town. Big delays on southbound I-25 at Lawrenceburg. Crash there has the shoulder blocked as well. Sunny today on the high near 59. Tonight, clear skies overnight.
Are they brand new?
No. Now, leaf clouds above 55 in Denver. We have traffic and weather. I'm Pete Wagner. 6:30 K-House.
This report is brought to you by
Are they smart little dogs?
Full Super Saturday.
Especially
Shop early birds until 1 p.m. to save big.
You like talk to Fred and you get...
You spend $100.
Joni love them?
Oh,
they're 1, 2, 3.
This is Todd. I'm talking with Amanda from
1, 2, 3.
Amanda, tell us your story. What was happening with IRS?
I did it twice.
And I got notice that they were going to start garnishing my paycheck. Pretty much happened immediately. They gave me only 2 days notice and they garnished my paycheck.
I'm actually amazed by the whole deal.
I lost.
You never thought you'd have a little dog, did you?
No, but I'll never go back.
Hard to make your mortgage for Christmas with no money.
He's very alert and right.
And then,
but he knows all the building sounds too. But if something's unusual, he's up.
You met with me the very next day, and then within 2 days of that, you had talked to the IRS and got me a payment plan set up to where it was going to cost me only $175
really
a month versus close to $2,000 a month. So definitely saved our world.
If the IRS is impacting your life,
well, of course,
mind back.
Give us a call. Advanced Tax Solutions. We're near Colfax and York, 16th and Gale. 303-753-6000. AdvancedTaxSolutions.com.
So I have non-chlorinated brake cleaner, oil dye for
Sugar cereal again, Dad, and you are here to switch your cereal. Great berry cereal with onyx sorghum, a special grain that's better than whole grain oats or wheat alone. Ton, plus more antioxidants than any other cereal or vegetable.
We have
You're kidding.
and one company an arbor that doing all kinds of strange shit.
When you hire Fuller Injury Law after your car accident, we handle everything so you can concentrate.
Did he get it?
Worst comes first.
Comes first, so you want to go.
It moved the airframe.
That's gotta do it.
Back everyone at PDC. We wish you
happy do it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Be sure to check him out from J774 Inferior Talk Radio.
Went down.
They
got caught flying around one night, and somebody's calling me.
Frank Duran, the real estate man.com. Frank Duran, one of the best people I know, bar none. And then you add his real estate expertise, and he's someone you not only want to do business with, you want to be friends with. And that's a big compliment for someone in business, because he makes people feel, and well, he doesn't make them feel, he truly does treat you as if you're his only customer. So it's not a phony baloney make you feel. You do feel that way when you're with him. Frank Duran, the real estate man.com, 303-920-1622. It's that simple. If you're buying or selling real estate, no one will serve you better or is more knowledgeable. Frank Duran, the real estate man.com. Tina's got a comment on Christmas gifts. And by the way, we have Rolly Purifoy with us, Purifoy Chevrolet, and we have Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission. Hey, Tina, you have a comment on Christmas gifts.
Yes, I do, Tom.
What?
I would say giving somebody a vacuum for Christmas is rather like giving somebody a box of tiles so that they can repair the floor.
You know what? She's my kind of woman. That's how I believe. I believe. But most people disagree with us, Tina.
That's because they're crazy.
Thank you.
What if your floor really needed repaired?
And then somebody gives you a box of tile
and say thank you. I can do my floor now.
You betcha. I don't think so.
See, Tina, what would you consider a great gift, Tina?
You know what? A tablet, wheels for your car.
What?
Radio for your car.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be jewelry. It can be something that you enjoy driving your car.
So like new tires.
Yeah, actually that could be.
They're nice, you bet.
Okay, so how do you not like a nice vacuum, but new tires?
So you're telling me you're just going to improve my working?
Exactly. See, that's the point. You're improving her working.
How about if it's easier for you? How about if it's a much better vacuum instead of a 200-pound vacuum that you're dragging around? Now you have a feather-light vacuum.
Yeah, how about this? How about
a wire-free vacuum?
Here's how a vacuum I think would be acceptable. You give a vacuum, and you give a card that says, I have appreciated the hard work you do to keep our home clean, and I want us to have this vacuum because with this coupon contained herein, it guarantees that I will vacuum for the next year for you. That would be great.
That would drive Suzanne crazy.
Don't let him vacuum my house.
She wouldn't let me vacuum the house.
I don't let him make our bed.
Oh, well.
It's very true.
Keith, what's happening?
Okay, 06 Chevrolet Duramax Allison 1000 transmission. Okay, programmer. I have the programmer in tow mode. Climbing a hill with have the programmer in tow mode.
Gotcha.
With that in tow mode, should I still manually push it into tow mode? I was climbing a hill, pulling my fifth wheel a while back, and tranny got hot. And the transmission fluid's good. Everything's good on that. My question is, if you have a programmer in the tow mode, should you still put the
transmission in the tow mode.
Good question.
What kind of programmer are you using?
I say aftermarket programmer.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your banks, or what are you using?
Oh man, what is that? The devil,
yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't mix the two. In all actuality, I'm not actually a big fan of that actual programmer. Banks is really the only one if you're going to be screwing around with it.
Yeah, but if let's say
I would not use the two of them together to answer the question straight out.
You don't need to.
No.
Then why is the transmission getting hot?
Well, because you're creating substantial pressure at that point. One of the things that happens when you put it in tow mode is you're raising the pressures inside the transmission. You're changing shift points. You're changing
shift points.
You're changing all sorts of stuff there. So when you're doing double duty, now you're elevating that pressure even more.
Are you saying, Keith, it got hot when you had both modes on, or just the programmer?
Just the programmer.
That's what I was talking.
Well,
and he thought by switching both it would alleviate it.
No, I would actually probably disagree with that. I'd probably try towing it with. Quite frankly, I'm not a fan of that programmer to begin with, but try doing reproducing the symptoms, but without the programmer. Use the tow mode on the truck itself and see if you're still having an issue.
Okay, so real fast.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have the issue again, should I get a bigger cooler on the front? Or somebody just recently told me that I can get a bigger tranny pan with a
you're not going to get a lot of you're not going to get a lot of cooling out of the pan itself. And those that have been around forever and a day, they look great, fine. So the first time you go out in the mud or whatever, it just clogs everything up, and you've just defeated your purpose. If you're heating up to the point where it's tossing codes, you've got another issue going on. It's not going to be unless the cooler is restricted, it's not going to be the size of your cooler.
How much weight are you pulling?
It was a big old toy hauler, so I mean, we're talking full of fuel, full of everything, 16,000.
No, you're working.
Wow,
you're working it pretty good.
Yeah. That's probably not unusual that it's getting warm.
Yeah. A bigger cooler for that.
A bigger cooler is always. I mean, a bigger cooler will never hurt, will it? Or,
no.
Yeah.
Heat's the enemy.
Yeah. CJ, what's going on? CJ.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's happening?
I just thought I'd give a quick comment to your Christmas gift.
Yes.
I would be delighted to get a vacuum at any time.
Okay.
I want to tell you that I'm not the normal, because I would rather have a tree than diamonds.
Well, actually, that is pretty normal.
What is?
Oh, okay.
What she just said. I mean, most of our callers are more like her.
Yep. Jackie, what's happening? Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Now, see, the one that agrees with me is not answering. Okay, I'm just going to put her on hold.
It was a joke.
Jackie agrees with me. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So, Rolly, you saying there's no way that F-150 can come close to a Corvette?
Well, I didn't say that. He's talking about.
What was special about it?
He was saying that something was tweaked on it and everything like that. Well, yeah, you can build a horse. You start building a horse. Well, it's a twin turbo. I don't even know what the liter is on it.
What is that thing he's talking about?
3.5.
What is the Eco thing?
Is it 3.5? Is that what it is? It's the twin turbo truck. Now, I don't really know that much about them. I probably should, but I don't. But those trucks are probably rated at 0 to 60 in a 5.5 second area, somewhere in there, maybe 6.
Oh, wow.
And we can get Corvette under 4 seconds pretty quick.
I know it. Wow. I mean, that's
why he's talking about. I didn't get to hear all that because I was coming into building.
Maybe I'll call back. Melvin, you got a comment on Christmas gifts. Go ahead.
Hey, Merry Christmas early,
Thank you.
Tom.
Thank you.
Love your show. I'm calling in defense of you, dadgummit, anyway.
Good.
Only a true man who loves his wife dearly would not buy her a vacuum cleaner.
Thank you.
For Christmas. Now, I'm a man that I got married during elk hunting season, and guess what? My wife and I go elk hunting, and every year during hunting, she gets a dozen roses while we're up elk hunting.
How do you do that? You just hide them somewhere?
Yes, I do, and I give them to her on our anniversary. And I've done this for 41 years now.
That is so cool. That's really great.
You know, if I did buy my wife a vacuum cleaner for Christmas, guess what? I would buy her something else, too.
Okay. Thank you, Melvin. You sound very sincere. You know, we talk about financial sense here a lot, and you know, you hear me talk about investments, and I'm very, very hesitant to ever recommend financial planners and advisors and stocks and, you know, Mark day trades, but he doesn't make any recommendations specifically. But there is a safe secure, really good investment for almost everyone. And that's become the banker. That's what Joe Chiano calls it, become the banker, because it's like you become your own bank. I'm going to give it to you in a nutshell, but I please ask you to go to the website, becomethebanker.info, and look at more information and sign up for a seminar if you're inclined to do so. But first, go to that website and please let me know what you think about this investment. It's incredible. You really just buy a life insurance policy as an excuse to put money away. Your goal is not to have a big life insurance policy. You just need enough that you can overfund. You see, the government says when you have life insurance, you're allowed to overfund it. That money, that cash value, which is most of the money you put in, the cost of insurance is very low, that money grows tax-free. So it's incredible. Tax-free, right? Okay, let's say you accumulate some money. You can take it out the day after you put it in, a couple days after you put it in. Let's say you want to buy a car. You buy a car from Rolly Purifoy, right? You pay him cash out of your account, and then you pay yourself back instead of a car loan. And when you put interest on there, you charge yourself interest. You can charge yourself 8%. That is going into your account too and growing. So it's an excuse to put more money in. And if you do these loans to yourself instead of credit cards throughout your life, you're going to build up a pretty good nest egg. That nest egg you can borrow from later on in life. As a regular paycheck, you can take monthly checks, and listen to this, you never pay taxes on it because they are loans. And when you die, no one has to worry about paying off those loans because your life insurance proceeds take care of it. I know, it sounds almost too good to be true. That's why I challenge you to find something wrong with it. Go to a seminar, and then you'll find it's a great investment. 303-779-6600 is the number if you want to talk to somebody directly. 303-779-6600. Or go to this website, becomethebanker.com.
From the Fox Business Network, the major averages are higher in afternoon trading as investors expect.
A tax overhaul plan to pass, likely boosting profits for many U.S. companies, banks, healthcare companies, and consumer products makers are among the leaders today. And
Well, 7 to 10 seconds.
YouTube things.
What's 7 to 10 seconds?
The average F-150 was between 7 to 10 seconds on the 0-60 time. Now, the Ford Lightning did score 5.1, but that's a hell of a package on that.
With that being said, shares
Well, I was saying, you're into Raptors,
and shares of CSX tanking
actually,
on Wall
the
Street
best
today
one
following the
I didn't
railroad
say you've done
company's
the GTs,
announcement that its CEO
Ford
will
Fusion,
take a
where
medical
was it?
leave.
One was
CSX
4.5
says
cents.
Hunter Harrison is on leave due to
impressive.
unexpected
Yeah,
complications
Focus
from
RS.
inducing illness.
4.5
Operating
seconds,
Chief
0-60.
James Foote will serve as the acting CEO. Harrison, who's led turnarounds at 3 other railroads, was hired back in March after a hedge fund pressured CSX
But then turn
to
around
make
and
changes.
see.
With the Fox Business
Their
Report,
overall quarter wasn't that great.
Watch this big speed.
Weather
Considering how fast they got off, they couldn't accelerate very well.
the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wipers.
This is just a Ford.
Designed with exclusive SmartFlex technology, a frameless beam design. Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, Michelin Premium Wipers is a difference you can see. Available at Walmart and other retailers.
Wow.
There's quite a few crashes to watch out for as the lunch-hour drive continues on this Friday. Northbound 225 in Mississippi, that off-ramp is blocked due to a crash. Backups to Park. Southbound 225 is blocked due to another accident. That's got traffic backed up to Parker Road. Northbound 225 blocked due to an accident. Backups to County Line and a crash south of town. Big delays on southbound 925 at Larkspur.
Did you read that live?
The high tonight, clear skies overnight with a low of 52. Right now, a few clouds above 55 in Denver. With your traffic I'm Pete Wagner. 30K House.
Get joy. I'm calling Super Saturday. It's until 1 p.m. this weekend. You get an extra 20% off when you spend $100 or more. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Kohl's. 20% off are valid December 2nd to 24th. Promo code Snowball. See store. Kohls.com for details.
Are you a U.S. veteran? American Financing wants to say a huge thank you for your service. If you haven't taken advantage of your VA benefits,
Did you find that
now is
picture,
the
Mark?
time before rates go up again.
By what?
That photograph.
I had it taken care of.
Corvette 2 was 63 seconds.
Why was it showing up so we couldn't find it?
It's like in the database side. I don't know. I don't understand the WordPress database that well.
You can save hundreds of dollars a month in interest. And of course, your mortgage interest is also tax deductible. Whether or not you previously used this benefit, you still have access to the VA loan program. VA loans have no down payment, no mortgage insurance.
Well, that's a pretty good deal for Maggiano.
American financing has $100 gift cards, no upfront fees, and their pre-qualification process only takes 10 minutes. Call American Financing today at 303-695-7000.
You like Maggiano's, man.
Or online at American Financing.
I usually we'll get chicken parm, and then we'll get veal marsala, lasagna, fettuccine,
Whether you love the color or
dessert, cheese sticks, salad wedge.
Why did you take that donut?
It's all family stuff. I didn't even look. Did you have one?
Because I know how they go mouth feel.
It looks good though.
It looks good, but it'll give you that coating in your mouth. They're looking for a car that just right out of the box.
80% of Fortune 500 companies.
They broke the wheel sensor on one.
That's a smart financial move. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky from my friends at Alliance Leasing, who can help you save time and money and more money, and have been doing just that for Colorado businesses for more than 20 years. Alliance Leasing will give you a
60s on like that red card you look at
the lowest delivered price. I'm a finance guy.
See if you can get the not the detective, the deputy. I really want to get that stuff over to those kids.
Lease. Alliance Leasing, your key to the perfect deal.
No fake news here. Just the facts and the reality.
Hopefully that car will be sold today and you can get off the hook.
You're not bothering me at all.
Should we hustle Stephanie?
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Century RV in Lakewood, a 30,000 square foot showroom right now. They expanded from Longmont. They're also in Longmont still, or, you know, on the turnoff to Longmont, Highway 119 and I-25. Rolly, how far is that north, that 119? How far is that? Is that
from where?
From here.
From here is probably
from Denver.
I'm going to say it's about 30 miles.
Yeah, and you go up there. They have a lot of stuff, but now you can go to Lakewood between Kipling and Sims. It's just north of 6th Avenue between Kipling and Sims near Woodley's, and they have special Christmas savings. They have camper trailers under 10 grand, brand new. They have the Big Iron, new and used, the biggest used car selection or used RV selection. The great thing is, no matter what the weather's doing, you can shop indoors. Weekdays and Saturday 8
Yeah, I go by there quite a bit going to Home Depot, and they got a lot of stuff up there.
CenturyRV.com, and the one in Lakewood's phenomenal. Okay, Mike, what's your comment on Christmas gifts?
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Mike. What's your comment?
I just got to say, you're not alone.
Good.
Down to old school like me. My wife, she would... Well, we share household stuff. We both work, so you know you're both slaving for 8 hours a day. So you know, so I consider that a mutual thing. But I'm old school enough that first off, I've been married for 31 years, so it's hard to come up with fresh ideas.
It is
for gifts for her.
Yeah,
you know, and so I kind of, if I can do a romantic thing, at least I'll do a romantic thing. If not, something that is personalized.
Good. That's good.
Know, and so I'm like you. That's
now you said old school, and here's what I think. I actually think old school is thinking the way Mark does with the vacuums and stuff and the frying pans. No. I think new school and being hip is thinking more personally and more creatively. That's what I think. Leslie, what do you think, Leslie?
Well, I can tell you that if my husband bought me a vacuum cleaner for Christmas, I would be like, oh, really? You don't think my cleaning is good enough? Then you should have got me a maid.
Boo.
Well, hey, I have a maid.
I like that comment.
Yeah, we have a maid.
Yeah.
But the other thing, too, is Mr. Purefoy, my grandfather, always bought his cars and trucks from you. So it was so cool that I moved to Fort Lupton, and I'm like, oh, I recognize this place. And it's because Purefoy's always been there. And
did she say great-great-grandmother?
No, grandfather.
My grandfather.
Well,
my
thank you.
Well, you know, I had a father too, Mark, and
I know.
we've been back there for started 58 years.
Did your dad's dad?
Thank you, Leslie.
No.
Troy, what's happening, Troy?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hope all is well. Tom, you're on the right track.
Okay.
You know, back home, we got an acronym, which leads to another one I'm gonna.
What's what is it?
GLers, Garage Logicians, and
what is it called? Garage
Logicians. It can be fixed in the garage.
Oh.
You know, it's
all about logistics. You mean? So garage logicians, right? Got it.
Yeah, it's about common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm questioning now if Mark is even a GLer. I had him dead pinned for one, but not so sure anymore.
All I can say is my wife loves a new vacuum for Christmas. I can legitimately say that.
And then
there is a lot of women out there that do as well.
Therefore, it must be right for you.
And therefore, the 12 other people.
But he gives me other stuff too, not just a vacuum, Tom.
What's your other an acronym?
Well, and the other one you're going to get. This is what would happen to me, anyways. If I bought my wife a vacuum for cleaner, I'd get FFLF.
I don't want you to say it. That sounds naughty.
No. It's all clean.
Oh.
Female fun limitation factor.
Female fun limitation factor. Oh, wow. Okay. GB. HAGD. Okay. Brian, what's happening?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good. What's going on with your ABS?
Hey, well, I took my truck in and had the oil changed on it and tires rotated, and when I came back out, got in that car and turned on the lights, and it looked like a lit-up video arcade game. So I went back in, the guy said, oh, yeah, your ABS light came on. Did those things just come on like that for no reason?
Guys, what about it?
Not necessarily, no.
No, typically not.
So what do you think?
Did it go away after you started driving it?
No. He said that. I said, well, it wasn't on when I dropped it off. And he said, yeah, the tech said it wasn't on, or he couldn't remember whether it was on. And I said, well, if it was on, he'd have saw it because the dash is all lit up.
I wonder if you broke the wire to the wheel sensor or something.
Well, it ends up that they went ahead and replaced the ABS sensor on it, on the passenger side front, to the tune of $240 for the part and the installation on it.
That seems a little weird, doesn't it, Jeff?
The timing's awkward, yes. But did you see the old part that looked like it had been physically damaged?
No, I didn't see the old part.
Yeah, that would have been key right there.
That'd be the first thing you'd want to see. But
what do you suspect, guys?
Well, like you said, unless they actually physically damaged it when they were rotating those tires, there's really nothing they would have done just by taking the tire on and off.
Yeah, it's you know, is it a big deal to fix?
No, they're usually pretty
$200 to
put them on.
Susan, what's your deal, Susan?
Well, Tom, I want a kind of a different wrinkle to this vacuum thing.
Okay.
I used to, for my husband, when I gave him a gift at Christmas, I got him some cushions for our couch because I knew if I didn't give him as a gift, it would be extra money that I'd have to spend to get him anyway. So I made it his gift, and
oh, smart,
smart,
kind of like maybe my wife buying me earrings. Yeah, just kidding. Anyway, so what's happening? What else? Is that what you do? You just make the gift whatever you need.
Yeah, figuring I'm saving him money so that he's going to be happy anyway.
Now, you know what? Then, you know, you say saving money. I talked to somebody the other day. No, I talked to two different couples that said this, that the wife goes out and buys what she wants, wraps it up and puts it under the tree for him, his gift to her. And she literally wraps it up, puts it under the tree and says, honey, you got me this, you got me this, and you got me this. Why go through all that? But that's how they do it. That's how they do it. I mean, I don't mind, I guess. I mean,
I'd rather be told.
Well, my wife.
What do you want?
My wife buys stuff too like that. Says can be my Christmas present. But here's the deal: you do that a few times, and you still feel empty-handed at Christmas. You feel a little empty-handed.
Well, you get most of it covered that way, and then do one special thing on your own, and everything's cool.
Okay, Centeno Schultz. I've been getting emails about Centeno Schultz because they want to know, Tom, is this the deal for stem cells? Should I go to Centeno Schultz? Here's what I want to tell you. If you're looking at stem cell therapy, yes. Living stem cell therapy. Because all of these, there are so many chiropractors that have gotten into this. And I will say straight up, if they ship in fluids, they're not living stem cells. It's that simple, and I'll challenge anyone. So let's just get off that topic and talk about Dr. Chris Centeno and Centeno Schultz in this clinic. He was the first one in the country to do stem cell therapy, and he has researched it since then, has 14,000 patients in his data bank, and he got together with Dr. Schultz, and Centeno Schultz has a wonderful clinic, also known as Regenix. They're in Broomfield. They're internationally recognized for their work. They can take care of, instead of surgery, they have great success on knees and hips and shoulders and hands, most ACL tears, and yes, the back, they can do some, but you know, the back is very difficult, but the others are great. And I'm not saying they don't have success with the back, it's just a little more difficult. They harvest the living stem cells from your bone marrow, and if you want to get a consultation, call them. And you won't be disappointed. When it comes to stem cells, you won't find a better authority. 303-963-9201. 303-963-9201.
This report is brought to you by Kohl's.
C-470 eastbound, stop and go from Santa Fe over to Lucent, where there's a crash in the center median. I-70 westbound.
I-25 southbound, stop and go. I-70 down through the stadium curve.
You know what the fastest thing coming out next year is, though? Tesla.
The big one, the 168,000. Wait, it's like, how fast is it? That Tesla's supposed to be
electric car.
The fastest car on the road is that Tesla.
2 seconds from 0 to 60.
Well, yeah, you have instant power with electric motors. It's not
You
like
gotta have good tires though, so they don't break. But it's incredible.
Yeah, with an electric car, from a start time, will be you've got instant torque.
But then why don't they spin wheels?
Good
They
tires.
do. You have to have good tires.
They're all-wheel drive and everything, but that's the whole.
Yeah.
To get that under 2.5 seconds, you got to go into all-wheel drive. You have to. The physics is there.
Because you'll break the other tires.
Yeah, you just can't do it. You know, Corvette is they're looking for 2.7 on UZR1 with rear-wheel drive. Now we'll probably have a all-wheel drive vet before it's all over. They're going to compete.
Your Team Demon is a 2-3.
Why does Liz get her request for spots?
I didn't even want you to see that. I'm looking at that going, what the fuck? Can you please do it? It's Friday at 1 o'clock. I mean, my God.
So folks, whether it's kitchens, baths, counters, as always, you have on words with Future Right, it's done right. 303-720.
What do you say to that? Right? I didn't even respond.
It's a marketer's dream to connect with as many people over the holidays as...
Is Sarah Huckabee related to... Yes.
Yep, daughter.
Really?
Radio ads like this one connect with...
Smart gal.
Very smart.
What's her dad's name again?
Mike.
What is he?
He was a presidential candidate.
Yeah, no,
What is governor of...
but he does the whole office now.
I don't think he went back to his seat.
I don't remember what... Was it Arkansas? I don't think it was Arkansas. I mean, it could have been.
But you can't be old without it. Tennessee Williams said that, and it's still true today. Remember the good old days when you pooled your change for a burger and a shake to share? Or you took a road trip with just enough cash to
This is definitely not the right Mike Huckabee.
Yeah, Arkansas. Fourth governor of Arkansas.
Oh, good call, man.
That's for lunch. That's I lived down a good call.
Right here on Video every Saturday. You worked hard.
He got me in that election the other day.
Now it's time to make sure you have income to last your
He
life.
wanted,
Call today
Hillary
for
Clinton.
complimentary.
Yeah, he wanted Hillary Clinton.
He told me how to want to bet me about
Roy and...
yeah.
I thought
Roy
it
was
so
ahead
funny.
at the time.
I thought it'd be so funny if the child molester beat the liberal. It would have just been unfucking believable.
Or online.
I tell you, the media would have just hung that over their head, though.
Oh man, they dodged the bullet. I really thought the guy was going to
Why were they calling the guy to turn Republican.
They didn't ask them to turn Republican. They wanted them to vote along the Republican line because they're typically a very, very red state.
Oh, God.
And so he's saying by...
Trump won by like 30%. That doesn't bode well for the Republican Party that they lost. Well, it's a child molester, though.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. David, welcome. What's happening, David?
Up and kudos to Integra Insurance. They got my wife and kids signed up for insurance for this coming up year.
It's very, very, very important, and using a broker is good for you because they don't charge anymore and they can ferret through all of those policies. That's great.
Absolutely, yeah. And anybody that does not use a broker or Integra, it might as well put their money in a bucket and set it on fire.
It's so hard. I don't even know where to start. They come up right away with the top 10, you know, and then they'll say, you know, for me, and they'll say, now here's what I would do, and then it narrows it down, then they narrow it down. But I at least start with only 10 as opposed to hundreds. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Rolly, are you on Social Security yet?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
I know we were around the same age. I started next year. Right?
I started at 66.
You're that much older than me, huh?
60. I'll be 68 in March.
My goodness. How do you like Social Security?
How do I look? Huh?
You look good. How do you like Social Security?
I think it's great.
You do?
Hell yeah.
And do you have a supplement?
Yes.
Do you know which one? Or do you let somebody else take care of it?
That's all done through our HR. But
you do it through the dealership. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Moose, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. First of all, I'd like to tell Mark that if he were married to my mom and bought her a vacuum cleaner, he would be a Dyson popsicle.
Oh, I get it. Oh, ouch.
Because my dad made the mistake of buying her a blender, and after a whole bunch of FUs and SOBs and POSs, then it got thrown against the wall.
Well, I would have hated to drink a smoothie she made in that thing. Oh, boy, especially chocolate.
Margaritas.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to my Ford Ranger. I had a new clutch system put in. I bought the pressure plate and all the parts you need for a clutch.
Yeah.
And I had these two brothers that I happened to run into put it in for me, and they did a good job, except one of them got called away to Alamosa to go to jail, and one got really sick, and they didn't bleed it. So anyway, I had another guy, ASE certified guy, come over to my house.
But in the interest of time, though, Moose, because I don't want you to run out, what is the problem we can help you with?
The problem is the fluid went out. I poured fluid in it, and bubbles came up. But then I had a clutch, and I went to back it out of my driveway, and just a few clutch movements, my clutch pedal went back to the floor, and
more air. You got to bleed the hell out of it, right?
Yeah, and that system's very difficult to bleed because of the way the master cylinder's mounted against the firewall. It's at such an angle.
Should he just drain and start over?
No, you don't need to drain it, but either back bleed it so you go from the opposite direction.
Yeah, from the bottom up.
Right, or we pressure bleed it from the top and force that air out.
I love that. When I learned of bottom up with brakes and stuff, God, did that make things easy.
Bottom up.
Well, I assume you
literally go from
the slave to
the other side. But with the way the Ford is, there's no zerk that you can put on there.
Oh, so I have on my vehicle. I was able to feed from the front left,
because it had a regular,
and then I went to each one. So what does he do without one?
The easiest way to do it is going to be to take it into a shop that has a pressure bleeder. Either that, or because of the way that thing's angled, you literally have to get it to the point where with the front end up in the air and then the rear bumper almost touching the ground in order to get that air to get out of that front end, that master.
So I'm sorry we're out of time, man. I'm sorry, people. So, Jim, really quickly, I only have literally 20 seconds. What did your wife say about the vacuum?
Get me one, the robotic one.
Okay, so she liked it. Hey, we're out of time. Purifoy Chevrolet, 303-659-8311.
Santa Claus in the house
tomorrow, 9 to noon, and up at Purifoy Chevrolet in Fort Lupton. And Jeff Vick, Kimmer Transmission.
Do you owe the IRS? Then don't wait. Call Advanced Tax Solutions today. Located right here in Denver, they've helped...
whole show by itself.
Well, that's what people deal with every day, though.
You're not rocking. I swear to God, when I heard it come out of his mouth, this was Mike Bass I talked to, not Mark.
No, I'm telling you, Suzanne loves vacuums. I don't know why.
I like to vacuum.
She doesn't let me vacuum. I do all the carpet cleaning now. I will say that. We have carpet cleaners in once a year, but in between, because with dogs and cats.
I have the big green machine bill, and I do mine.
Yeah, I just did a rug doctor, and then I got the mini green machine for quick ones.
Well, we'll see you guys till after Christmas, so Merry Christmas.
God bless you.
Likewise.
Yep, Merry Christmas.
Thank you,
Merry
Christmas.
Thank you.
Take care.
Say hi to Piece of, what's his name? Piece of crap? No, what's his name?
It'll be like this.
Rat Bastard?
Yeah,
Corbin?
what's his name?
Corbin?
Yeah, but what's his nickname? Rat Bastard. Rat Bastard. That's his dog, Rat Bastard.
He's always doing shit.
God, he's a
yelling at him, Rat Bastard. He started answering the Rat Bastard.
So now he's Rat Bastard.
He is so cute.
What was his name before?
Oh, it's still Corbin. But if you say Rat Bastard, he will respond.
2. He's a cute dog.
Okay, Drew needs Tom to do a fun line.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll shut down.
I need to do this.
What's all this?
What?